Look, brother! It's Friday Night Live with your host, Look, brother, Methos, and the Free, and recently escaped from the basement, Hoodies. And now for the car wreck of the show, welcome to the Cross and Fizz.
We're live!
All right. What is
guys.
up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Methos.
And I am Freak, and welcome to the friggin' show.
The freaking show.
Friggin' shit.
Good evening, guys. Good to see you guys.
How you bees?
Brother Steve from Who Took My Dice says, decorating the tree tonight. Gents, have a great time and much love.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. We're probably decorating our tree tomorrow.
Same.
Nice.
Yep. It's that time of the year, baby.
It is just that time.
Yes, sir.
Plus, you know, as brothers, we do things a little bit alike sometimes.
Pretty much. I don't know how that works out. Yeah, it does happen, though.
How you guys been? What are you guys working on? You guys know we like to start it off with the poke chat.
Always, because, I like pork chops.
I like pork chops.
Nom, 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 nom.
My favorite way is to pan sear them both sides after a little seasoning,
Ooh.
and then I put it. Then I like to sprinkle a little cinnamon and some apple cider kind of
Ooh.
in the pan so it can braise a little bit. So good.
Oh, that sounds really good. That's what I'm talking about.
That's my favorite one. Gets it all nice and juicy.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
I could eat a pan full of poke chops.
Nom. Especially those big, thick ones, man. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Steak chops.
Oh man, the ones and down in Humble at a Humble City Cafe,
Eek.
they serve you these pork chops that are like that freaking thick. It's amazing.
Oh, man. Ugh. Yes, please. Yes, please. Take it. I'll take it.
A chill chat.
Yeah. Doing my poke chop. It's been interesting week.
Now you haven't had a chance to jump on the Valium.
No, just something going on with Valheim. The servers have been acting up. There's nothing wrong. Doesn't seem like anything's wrong on my end. Which it's kind of cliche that I would say that, but we gotta wait until they patch it. I got an early Christmas gift, and it was really damn cool. It was that new Warhammer game came out.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's free. I haven't had a chance to fire it up, but I really want to jump on that and play. So
Dark Tide looks so good.
it is amazing, dude. It looks so cool. I looked at I watched the trailers for it, man. I'm like, oh my god. I'm hoping there's like a healer class in there that I can use. It just reminds me a lot of. And I told them this. It reminds me a lot of Team Fortress 2. I don't know if you remember that game, man. That was such a fun game.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, just you can be like different classes and stuff, and yeah. Yep.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say, go ahead and give us the whole pork chop.
Okay. Well, I went back and I don't know if you guys are noticing. This camera is it's a little clearer. I went and sprung for an actual DSLR, and so I'm getting better images, so you can actually see, like, I can put something in my there we go. If we can, there you go. You can kind of see it. It's kind of funny, but so it's dark, so I don't have light on it. But yeah, I mean, I'll have issues with, you know, yeah, that kind of crap. Anyway, so I decided I was going to go ahead and start recording more Let's Plays. Funny because I was kind of watching some of my old stuff that I had done, and one of them that I watched, it's so funny. I was so enthralled watching it. It was what was that game? Dead by Daylight. And is it Dead by Daylight? Yeah, the one that you told me about that you got me.
Back for Blood?
No, Dead by Daylight.
Okay. I didn't know you were back on the Dead by Daylight.
Well, no. I was watching it. I was watching my own Let's Play of it.
Oh, okay.
And I was so enthusiastic.
I thought you were talking about doing a new Let's Play.
No, no. So I was like, wow, I'd forgotten how much I actually enjoyed playing that.
If you're ever worried about the toxicness, they have a bot mode now, so you don't even have to play with other people.
Really?
Yeah.
And I was watching, it's like, man, this looks like, oh man, I really enjoyed playing this.
I just jumped on playing again today myself.
That's so funny, dude.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, and so I decided, you know what? I got the camera. I'm going to go ahead and record a Let's Play.
Yes.
But the Let's Play I did record because I wanted to do something a little different besides horror, and it was a rage-inducing game. Now, that's not me. I'm not the kind of person that rages, so I really didn't have a problem with it. It was not for me. But I really, I'd rather enjoyed the game. It was such a peaceful, calming, soothing game, and it's called Getting Over It.
It's true. He's never raged, not even once.
Not even once, and so I recorded that. I still have to edit it, and it wasn't a very long game, I mean, I stopped it, early just to kind of, pace myself, because that's, you don't want to go, balls to the wall.
It's important to pace yourself, yeah.
It is very important to pace yourself. You don't want to go, full steam, and then, so I took my time, and, and I was very calm, very collected about the whole thing. Really exciting stuff, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to have that out here, hopefully, this weekend. You guys can take a nice gander, and you can see how extremely calm and collected I was, and how focused. I was laser focused with my calmness. Man, just reading my face, I think you would fall asleep. That's how calm I was. So just letting you guys know, man, you got to be careful. Make sure that you don't, you're not feeling sleepy, because when you look at me, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I need a nap. That's how calm this guy is. Holy crap. So just letting y'all know. So,
the thumbnail. Why do they call this a rage-inducing game?
So, and surprisingly, the camera actually worked out really, really well. Camera did amazing. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how it turns out. And then yeah, I want to start recording more Dead by Daylight. I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna try to get back at it. So pretty excited, pretty freaking exciting. Yeah.
How many times do the ones pop up before the rage kicks in?
The what?
How many times do the ones pop up before the rage kicks in?
The ones,
like you rolling ones?
Oh, well, I didn't do that bad. All I'm going to say is that it wasn't until I started hearing, what is it, Bennett, whatever his name is, the creator of the game, talking, that it started kind of getting under my skin. And there was a point in the game that I heard some hokey ass music. Oh man, I was like, this music is so disturbing me. I don't think that I can concentrate correctly with such melodies.
I don't know why that would get to you. I mean, the game designer himself there breaks the fourth wall to provide you with encouragement.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand why that would be bothersome at all.
No, I mean, I know. It's me.
He's an uplifting gentleman.
He is an uplifting gentleman.
Brother Richard Smith says, "Good morning, chaps."
Hi, bonjour, Bon Jovi, and all that stuff.
Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well this morning.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Brother Oni says, just hopping on to wish you guys a good show.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, man. Miss you.
I pop in and I come in on big, thick ones.
Yeah.
I need to stop after this third old fashioned.
Yes, baby. I miss your face. So yeah. So aside from that, yep, I'm just kind of winding the clock down for my last, few days at work. This was my first week done. I have next week, and then I start my new job on the 19th. So that'll be very, very interesting.
Somebody's got short timers.
Oh yeah, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. What else?
But
what else?
Actually, you don't have short timers correctly though. Most people, when they get short timers, they start, singing songs like "Fuck this place, I'm out." All right, then. Freak takes all the people that ever did him wrong, and he starts making friends on the way out. It's like,
I know it's a weird thing. Everybody that and it's I don't know why that happens, but yeah, it's like. I mean, I'm serious. It's weird because my boss now, he wants to keep me on as a consultant, and and I'm thinking, man, you don't have to do that. Well, yeah, man, I'd like to pay you for it. I'm like, oh God. So yeah, he really wanted. He was like, man, I wish I could just keep you here, and I'll keep you at corporate. I'm like, Jesus, I don't think you can afford me, buddy. So. But anyway, it was a good visit. I got to go back to corporate a couple more times, and to try to get him acclimated to some of the software that he needs to know. Then he'll go from there. So, but yeah, good. Like I said, good stuff, man. Just very productive week. Guy I'm training is picking up really well. Super stoked about that.
nice.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's a thing, man. Tonight I am continuing painting Logan Grimlar. He's coming along really well. I already got him all base coated and all that good stuff, and so I'm just trying to get him all set up because it's been sitting here on my desk for too long, and my son-in-law needs his Wolf King. So, yeah, that's a thing, man.
He's done the Young King, and now he's moving on to the Wolf King, the High King.
The High King. So, yeah, I'm trying to see what else that I've been playing. So last night, was it last night? I think it was last night. Yeah, last night. Got to play a little bit of Grounded with Brother Oni and Nina Chick, and that was interesting as hell. Very interesting because anytime these two get on, it's like chaos. So it was a lot of fun.
It's the chaos that you love.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was pretty funny, man. But yeah, aside from that, man, I'm doing this guy here, and yeah, all Gucci. What you working on, Homer?
I am working on currently just a little something I'm doing for a Frosted Fist Christmas project. So
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna zoom in on it too much, but as I'm painting, some of the astute of you will probably notice what it is because I know I get very careless and I like to hold the model up to my face sometimes because I'm very nearsighted. But, it's one of those things that if my friend happens to see it, maybe they won't put two and two together. But my friend may not even see it, so. Yeah, it's a little Frost and Fist thing.
A Frost and Fist action, huh?
A little Frost and Fist holiday action. And I'm hoping it comes out well. Aside from that thing that I can't show, what I can show is I've got a couple of different things percolating here. I am still been slowly chipping away at my second Sentinel.
Like Chippendales?
And and for the second game in a row, my poor Armored Sentinels has started the game, immediately blown up turn one.
Oh no!
I mean, they've been absorbing firepower that has otherwise kept away from my infantry and troops and my tanks. So, it's I can't be mad because.
I'll be mad for you, bro. I'll be mad for you.
Let's be honest. A Sentinel shooting one gun, even if it's a pretty good gun, all game doesn't add a ton of firepower to my list because it's not a huge gun. It's like one las cannon or one plasma cannon, and that's it. It doesn't add a huge amount of firepower, but it does get to be on the field early. It provides a target early to, like I said, keep some firepower away from some of my other stuff. And if it sneaks me an extra point of engagement on fronts or an extra objective, because my opponent decides to ignore it, he's so much the better.
Yeah.
Superfly checking in. How goes one and all? Doing well, bro.
How be it, bro? What up?
Not here for long, but good to see you. Good to see you too, brother.
Yeah, good to hang in. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by. Such a fat ass now.
Let's see. Richard Smith, not that bad, dude. Thanks. Dog woke me up, so I thought I'd check on my 3D prints. Finished successfully. Nice.
Nice.
Might as well set the next one up before I go back to sleep. What you printing, my brother? I'm always curious what people are printing these days.
Yeah. So this was supposed to be the clip for my bolter, but it started to do this mess. So I need to go back and see what the hell. So it's like, sucks.
I mean, it looks like you could buff that out. It looks like a bolt clip.
Yeah, it's just you can kind of see. You can really see it. I mean, this is how good this camera is. You can see how bad it is, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You can do a little gap fill in.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might do that. I don't know.
Put a little of that wood filler in there.
Yeah.
Let it dry. Once you prime it, you won't even see it.
Ugh. I don't know. I might just redo because this is terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Brother Odie says it's letter 0, not A0. I don't know what that's in response to.
Yeah, he did say he may or may not get lit tonight. That could be, I'm just saying. Just saying.
He said it's on his third old fashioned.
See, so he could be on Amazon right now filling up that cart. So next time y'all see Oni, guys, on the show, ask him what he got in his shopping cart. Get lit.
So I'm chipping away at the Sentinel. I have, check this out. Now that it's primed, it looks so much more cohesive. I actually am really liking the way these came out. So I had, you'll imagine these without the extended barrel. These Forge Worlds, these Forge World style mortars. They were heavy mortars. They had like a crew person here and a crew person standing to the side, but they were very stubby because they were just basically big mortars.
That's what they call me
on a platform. Stubby mortars.
Yeah.
So what I did was I measured the barrel of the mortar with. I measure
all the time. Like, oh no, I'm gonna be by myself again. No, I don't like it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say stubby. Stubby is a derogatory word, I guess.
UK Living said, I never knew this part of the internet existed. Outstanding. Superfly says hashtag Big Stubby.
I don't know who you're talking about, but it's not
So
me.
I measured the barrel of the mortar by taking my drill bits and slotting it in until I had a drill bit that perfectly fit in there without wiggling around,
Yes.
fit in
wait,
snugly.
this whole conversation.
Soup can,
Sorry.
man. And once I did that, I took the size for my drill bit and ordered some styrene PVC. Some styrene pipes
Yes, sir.
from Amazon for like railroad hobby.
Okay.
And basically, I got the measurements of how long the new field ordnance guns are supposed to be for the barrel. Basically, I just asked someone who happened to own some of the new field ordnance batteries and had them measure the barrel for me.
Sure.
And yeah, so I cut it to size, I slid it in, I glued it in place. It's nice and snug now. And after priming it, it looks nice and cohesive, like it's meant to be a big cannon instead of when I first put the tube in, it looked like I had a Forge World model and a straw sticking out is what it looked like at first, but just the prime job made it look so cohesive. So I'm gonna
straw sticking out.
so I'm going to start putting some paint down on that today too.
Oh, don't do that.
Greg wants. Keegan says, "Good evening, my fellow dice rollers." Greg's here too. He's at my house, so we've got Gamers with Coffee in the chat too. Greg wants to know if this is the dark web.
It can be.
To answer that, Oni says next. Everyone knows you measure from base to tip.
He's not wrong.
No comments on that. Anyway, so yeah, but I'm saying all that to say is I've primed and I've set up for base coating tonight, airbrushing 3 of these field ordnance batteries, and I've got 3 of the little pilot dudes that man them. These are little solar auxilia guys, which are actually kind of the 30K Imperial Guard guys, but I thought they looked cool, so I've got them manning the cannons.
Very nice.
So I've got those already primed up. I'll probably lay a little paint down on them too. And then finally, so I've got the cat commissar. That's she's a felinid, one of the Imperial abhuman races. And so Atlas knows I love this model. And so you were mentioning you got an early gift too. and because I love my felinid commissar, he got me the rest of a command squad. So I've got a felinid Voxcaster here. I have a felinid standard bearer that I hadn't have raising the banner. And in every game so far, I've loved the new relic banner in the new Imperial Guard Codex. It's called the Finale something or other, but everybody just refers to it as either the Banner of Doom or the BBB, the Big Bullshit Banner, because its effects are just so good. So for having any regimental standard, the flag in your army, you get reroll 1s to wounds for units within 6 inches. But if you take the relic version, on top of that, it also does things like ignore modifiers to hit.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't matter if they're on the other side of heavy dense cover. It doesn't matter if they have like an ability that gives them -1 to hit. Like I played against Death Guard a couple days ago, and some of their units have this like miasma thing or this Cloud of Flies ability that causes them to be -1 to hit.
I have miasma. I use an inhaler sometimes. So.
Bixby keeps thinking I'm talking to her. But because of those, this banner, all my units within 6 inches didn't have any trouble hitting the Death Guard or the Nurgle demons, and that's kind of their whole thing is like being harder to hit makes them more durable, you know. But I got to shoot at them just fine. So I really like taking and not only that, it ignores abilities to ignore wounds, which
Oh,
I totally kept forgetting last night. But like feel
okay.
no pains, it ignores. Or like when you're shooting at Gazgul or Abaddon, you know they can only take 4 wounds a turn.
Yes, which sucks a lot.
This ignores that.
Oh,
It says, nope, you're going to feel all 12 of the damage I dealt this
really?
turn. Yep. And then last night, I kept forgetting. So the Krieg have an ability. They have a medic in their squad. And the first time you fail a save, they can say they don't actually feel that wound. You don't even have to roll. You just say, I'm going to ignore that wound.
What?
I could have been negating that. It's just the first wound, though. So instead of rolling a feel no pain every time they take damage, it's just the first one is free every turn.
Oh my god.
So it's I think it's actually a little nerfed. Like it's very good, but you know sometimes you roll against people that are just really hot rollers, you know, and they're like,
Yes.
I need to make my saves on 15 wounds.
Yeah, Atlas is a very hot roller. Atlas
I
is-
only took 2 damage.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, bloody
well,
hell.
well, no, not Atlas doing that. That's like what happens with the
Okay.
old feel no pain. or
Oh,
with the
right,
old
right,
feel.
right. Gotcha.
This
gotcha,
one is
gotcha.
just, hey, that first one you don't feel it.
I see.
So there's no way you can ignore 8 or 9 of them. It's just that first one, you know.
I understand.
So it's actually a little nerfed, but it was an interesting mechanic. Anyways, I could have ignored that last night because of my banner. I totally forgot about it.
Oh.
But that little medic ability, even though like it's not as powerful because you can only do it the first one,
Yeah.
across, I think he had 6 squads of Krieg, and so across 6 squads, you know, over 5 turns, it easily put back at least 1 full squad of 10, you know.
Wow.
So it was a good ability. But yeah, anyways, so he got me the standard bearer, the Vox caster, or the master of Vox, and then because I like to put heavy weapons in my command squads, just because they're sitting on the backline enemy, I might as well have them doing some damage.
Sure.
And so I've been running an autocannon just because I run out of las cannons, and he hooked me up with a las cannon for the command squad. And on top of that, he got me a Felinid gunner. She's got her hands on a couple of the turret triggers like that. I've not glued the turret handle to the turret because I want to make it easy to paint.
Sure.
But yeah, essentially, yeah, she lines up there, pulling the triggers, and then the spotter for the base, because every heavy weapons team has a spotter
Sure.
and a trigger puller. So he's
Let's
got
see.
a Felinid spotter as well. So
Hey, tell me what you think. Let me see if you can see this. If it'll focus on me. Come on, buddy. Yeah, let me try this. Go all the way back here.
I was about to say that went from being too dark to
Yeah,
whitewashed.
yeah, I need to, come on, go back up. See if it'll let me do this. So, there it is.
Oh, there you go. That's nice and crisp. Looks good.
Try a little something different.
That's a little bit darker than your other gray armor, huh?
Yes, just a tad darker, because I wanted him to stand out.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I wanted him to stand out a little bit. Here, let me see if you can see him there. Yeah, that's actually better. But yeah, it's turning him in the right. I'm so off. So yeah. But yeah, I think it'll turn out really good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I just want him to be kind of very gritty, you know.
Definitely picking out the details really nicely too.
Yeah.
And that Logan Grimnar model does not lack for details.
No, there's so much to it, man.
Richard Smith says, "Sorry, gloves on and covered in resin." And man, I totally understand. Just taking some Lions Tower Saccharins off the build plate and just set off some of their cultists. Nice.
Ooh, very
They're
nice.
They're both for D&D, but might use them in Warcry if I get the chance to.
Oh, very nice.
Uh,
I need to get my stuff fired back up again.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Richard Smith.
No, I can hear you. You're
Okay,
clear.
good.
It says your internet connection's unstable. Why did it say that?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Krieg changes the damage to 0. It doesn't say ignore it. It just modifies it. Okay. Thank you. I didn't realize that, Atlas. And welcome to the chat tonight, bro.
Welcome, buddy. How you doing?
So I actually feel a lot better about that. I thought I missed an opportunity, but yeah, turns out it was correctamundo. Good to see you, brother.
That's Spanish for taco.
Man, so last night, and that was, I guess I'll move on to that part. Last night, Atlas and I played his Kriga-chan, because you can play mixed regiments now. Actually, it's not even you can. It's like just the way it's set up now. Everything is its own data sheet now, instead of like you have this army wide or this army wide.
Very nice.
And against my Cadians, and his is the regiment, the 72nd Desert Dust Devils,
Yes,
against
sir.
my 195th Cadians, the Fireflies, and it was. I'll pop a pic quick up in the Discord for you. Thank you so much, brother. And oh man, it was a hell of a fight. It was the biggest game I've played in 9th edition, a full 2,000 points.
Woo, whoa, dude. I
It
didn't realize
was
you guys went straight up.
massive. Yeah. Only my second game with the new guard codex, and
Damn, bro.
and it
You
was
went
his-
balls to the walls, huh?
and it was his first game with the new
Damn.
codex, and we just dove in head first. Same. Sorry, I'm not chatting. I'm just listening while trying to go to sleep. I'm so sleepy. Oh yeah. Atlas and I stayed up till 2 a.m.
Y'all got a problem.
We didn't realize it. We thought it was still midnight. We thought it was midnight, and
You
then
know, the
my wife was
first-
like, "She's like,
First
good
step
night, babe. I'm
to
sleeping."
identifying you have a problem is, that. Identifying you have a problem. Just saying, first road to recovery. Understanding you have a problem. I didn't realize you're doing it.
And she's
There's
like,
nothing wrong.
I'm going to bed. Night, babe. I'm like, "What?" Atlas pulled out his phone. He's like, "Oh my God, it's 2 a.m."
Yep, sun's coming out. You guys are like, what?
Oh yeah. It's just like that meme. I'm just gonna play a little bit of video games before sleep, and then the sun's
Yep.
coming up. Oh man, stop listening to the show, man. I mean, feel free to leave it on and mute it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, go to sleep.
That's what everybody else does. That's just kind of.
Oh man,
I ain't listening to this shit.
with off the rails as we get, I think if anybody, put us on while they were sleeping, man, I think that would just lead to some weird dreams or subliminal
Could
messages.
you imagine? Could you imagine the creepy dreams these people would have? Man, they wake up, going to therapy,
Yeah, I was about to say, Doc, I had the reoccurring dream again. You mean the freak reading program? That's the one, Doc. I
Like,
can't get it out
that's
of
the
my head.
one! Oh. I can't ever get that out of my head, doctor. Neither can I. I actually have subscription to the free reading program. Doctor, no. Oh, doctor, yes. Oh, man.
Ooh, those are some interesting looking models there, Richard Smith. Those are really cool looking. It's funny because, like, even though these are like still wet, from their printing and rinsing process, like I kind of, I can see what they are. A freak used to get so frustrated with me because he would send me 3D prints he just made with clear resin, but it's so clear. I'm like, that's a clear. That's a great looking blur of something.
Yeah, I'll be like, I get so upset. Come on, surely you can see it. I can see it. I don't know what I'm seeing, but I can see it. Like, God dang it.
Whatever that shapeless thing is, man,
It's awesome.
it is a blurry beauty.
Methos has a way to be able to turn anything positive. I'm like, bro, surely you can see. Oh, yeah, you can see it, man. I don't know what I'm seeing, but I can see it. Call me
see
names.
He goes, well, I mean, it's going to look nice in the living room. And Seinfeld's just like, you'll sense the coffee table.
You sense it, God.
And it just reminds me anytime that you're like, but you can see what I printed, right? I'm like, I'll sense the model. If I don't respond, I'm probably out. You legends are amazing as always. Now I will catch up on what I missed later.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming to hang out, man.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, while he could probably still hear us, our amazing game was a very, very sharp victory for the 72nd Dust Devils. The Acadians did what they could. And at the end of the game, not by a lot, but I had more units at the end. It was a bloodbath. Both of us were down to just a couple of models left. It was a huge bloodbath, but like turn one was so important, and both of us thought because we had, a good chunk of indirect fire. He had his basilisk, and he had a tank commander with a demolisher, and he had another demolisher, a Lehman Russ demolisher, and I had a decent amount of indirect fire with my Manticore and some mortars and the field ordnance. And I took a hybrid list, so I took like over 100 infantry, or maybe 100 infantry and tanks in a mix. And he went mechanized infantry, so he had a couple of tanks, but he had a healthy amount of transports and about 80 infantry.
Damn.
And it was just a massive, massive game. Lots of bodies on both sides of the field. And so we thought, because of the amount of blistering firepower that was going to come out, that first turn, basically whoever rolls to go first is going to win the game.
Right.
And that is what happened, but not for the reason we thought. We thought it was going to be from the sheer amount of firepower. And what happened is, yes, there was some firepower, but not a lot was killed when he rolled to go first. In fact, the Emperor protects, and he magically whiffed on the Basilisk.
Ooh.
He rolled the full 9 shots for the number of shots.
Damn.
He rolled, after the number of shots, he rolled all 1s and 2s.
Oh, wow. Really? Atlas?
Yep, only one of the cold, but we also had some really hot rolls, so it was just it was really balanced. Thankfully, though, for me, that was one of the moments that the dice went cold, because that could have been awful. So yeah, the Basilisk whiffed, and then my turn came around, and I immediately said, "Kill that man." And I remember I had a good first turn. I don't remember what I took out besides the Basilisk. I do remember saying, "Get that Basilisk out of here."
Oh yeah, I say that all the time. I say that in my sleep.
Because
yeah, that's it. Because that's the only reason you need.
Yeah, just because.
Yep.
But specifically because I had, you've seen my mortars set up. I like doing the little mortar teams at the back.
Yes, sir.
And I knew that if I left the Basilisk around, my mortar teams and my field ordnance batteries wouldn't be protected. They'd probably get 1 round of shooting and then bye-bye mortars, right? And so I just counterattacked preemptively. And I shot the Basilisk and the Manticore. It's funny because the 2 games I played with the Manticore before, I was like, I don't know, man. It's done some nice utility shooting where it's been able to fill multiple roles. Mm-hmm. But I just don't know if the damage is worth the points I spend on the Manticore. And then this game last night, it got killed turn 2, but in the 1 round of shooting it did, it was good, and it posed a threat.
Wow.
But I'm getting ahead of myself, because I went on to the Basilisk, and I completely skipped turn 1. What was super important about where turn 1 won the game is because both of us were playing with, damn near 100 bodies. When we were playing No Man's Land, so it's the objective, the primaries, are important for the full amount of your primary points, but also if you took the no man's land as the secondary, the mission objective as the secondary,
Right,
as one of your
right,
secondaries,
right.
the one in the middle is worth the most points.
Correct.
And what he did was, since he went first, is he surged forward with everything, including some advancing, some move. Rob, my brother, what's up, brother? No army-wide abilities. There are army-wide abilities now, but they're no longer specific to what regiment your Imperial Guard come from. There's no like Krieg gets this ability and Cadians get this ability. It's like you're all a mixture of different Imperial Guard troops, and each of them can do their own thing, but you have these army-wide abilities that are flexible that can be army-wide. You pick a couple of them. So, like last night, he picked one that gave his weapons extra range, and I forget what the other one was. I have a terrible memory. Lupus, good to see you, brother. And I picked one called Born Soldiers, which is basically Hammer of the Emperor. Whenever I hit 6 to wound, or 6 to hit, it automatically wounds. Which is really strong when you're shooting with a bunch of Strength 3, Strength 4 stuff.
Very nice. Oh, goodness.
But anyways, so yeah, the fact that like turn 1, he had like 50 bodies sitting on the center of the board across 3 different objectives. And then all the transports and tanks moved up too. It was only 2 tanks. No, 4 tanks, because it was like 2 of the Hellhounds with multi-meltas and melta cannons. Nice, good, cheap tanks that I think are worth it if you don't have the points to upgrade to Lehman Russes. So you had 2 of the melta tanks, 2 Lehman Russes, and a whole bunch of transports, and everything surged forward. And so effectively, he had made a wall for the first 2/3 of the board, turn 1, of like flesh and steel, and it was like armor and like just tens of bodies that you would have to chew through to get to the objective.
Jeez.
Combined that with a really good strategy. He took something that's been really good with a new book called the Death Strike Missile Launcher. And basically, you get to pick which missile you want at the beginning of the battle. So, like, you get to pick that after you see what your opponent brings, basically. It's the beginning of the battle. And, of course, we had shared each other's list with each other, days in advance, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But he picked one that did exactly what it says on the tin. It's called the God Spear missile. And what the God Spear does, it does a minimum... Well, if he rolls a 1, it could do 0 damage. But like on a 2+, it does 8 damage. On a 4+, it does some amount, and then on a 6, it does like 16 mortal wounds.
Oh dear.
And it's all mortal, so no saves unless you have like a feel no pain.
Sure.
And yeah, it's just like raw damage. And what he did was, because it does so much damage, it's your smallest blast. It's a 3-inch.
Is that like raw science?
But the objectives are 3 inches across, right? And so what he did was he parked it right on my backfield objective. And what happens is you set up the target turn 1, and then each turn after that, like you get a full turn to move. You don't just like, all right, firing this off, boom, you take all this mortal wounds.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you the opportunity to move away. It's like next turn he can shoot it at you. What he did was he got into my head, or I allowed him in my head, and I was thinking, oh my God, 16 wounds. What can I possibly afford to lose 16 wounds to in my army? And so I stayed off my own objective for 3 turns.
Jeez.
And and I kept thinking, okay, next turn, I'll fire the Manticore at it, and the next turn the Manticore was dead. Turn 2, you know.
Oh damn.
I was like, well, next turn I'll try and put my field ordnance into it, and there was just always more pressing threats. I never got to shoot at the Manticore until like turn 5. So there was always something else, and I kept thinking, I'll win my point back after this. I'll win my point back after this. Next thing you know, it's the end of the game.
And the sun's coming up.
You're right. And so I got to turn 4, and I was like, you know what? My commander, Ursula Creed, is going to give her last orders, and I actually put my warlord on the objective and let her take the damage, and I think she got the full 16 wounds.
Wow.
So she got absolutely, nuked. Like, she took that one
You
for her
tanked it
team.
all, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I got to get the full 15 points on my very last turn because the objective was finally clear. And that's kind of the cool thing. Once the missile goes off, you can't fire it again. It's gone for the rest of the game.
Right.
And so, yeah, if I had just thought to sacrifice something to it earlier in the game, I'm sure I would have been fine. But worrying about it all game, or it wasn't so much that I was worried about it. I kept thinking that if I just have another turn, I can deal with it. And then there was just always something else, And so instead of dealing with the threat, I just tanked the damage on one person. And that seemed to be a better way to get around. It was really smart playing by him. And if I'm honest with myself, I should have thought of a solution to that earlier. Good night, Superfly, my man. Have a great rest of your show and even better weekend. You have an amazing weekend too, my brother. And so I did think of the solution belatedly, but it was a really good tactic. I think that's like the best thing about less than the actual doing the damage. The God Spear is an amazing scare tactic, I think. Because you're like, oh my God, there's so much damage, and you stay away from it. You can essentially screen your army where you don't want them to be.
Right.
And the other person doesn't have to commit. Because you set up the marker, and you could just be like, okay, I'll move off for one turn.
Right.
Next turn comes around, they'll say, you know what? I'm not going to launch yet. Okay, well, where are you putting the marker? It can stay there.
Ugh.
And so it's like a mind game, a really good mind game. And you have to deal with it, or you just give up the objective. Essentially, for 3 turns, I gave up the objective, and then finally on the 4th turn,
I never known a good mind game.
on the 4th turn, I finally did something about it, which meant I couldn't score until turn 5. So
Yeah. Glad you had fun, man.
it was so good. Also, there is an idea for a command squad called the Dreadnork, or as I like to call it, the Juggernork. You can get an Ogren bodyguard with your command squad. Being an Ogren, and being that he has to take all the wounds first, gives the whole squad toughness 5 as long as they're alive. As the Ogre's alive, or Ogren's alive. And you can give him the armor, the armor and shield combo that gives him a 2+ save. Nice. And and like I said, the bodyguard has to take all the wounds before anyone else in the squad can. And then you have a medic that for 1 CP, if the ogre never dies, can bring him back to life. And so you've made a very durable unit that's giving out your commands. And that was the one he plunked on the center objective for the majority of the game, which, like I said, was worth the most points. It was very smart tactics. And man, I put so much firepower into that squad during the game. And on top of that, like Ogren reduced damage by 1 like a dreadnought. And so just, constantly reducing damage, tanking it on a 2+, with if the psychic power went off with the 4+ invul, maybe a 5+ invul. And then eventually he went down at one point, 1 CP, got right back up. It was a really good strategy, especially for holding a high value objective. And he also took a really smart secondary with it called Boots on the Ground. And that one's kind of like Engage. You get points for having infantry on all the quarters of the map, and you get an extra point if you have a flag bearer, a standard bearer, on the center objective. Well, he made his command unit very durable, and because it was so durable, parked that on the center objective with the standard bearer in his in that group, and was just farming extra victory points with it. And it was, like I said, just really good strategy. So yeah, I'm just really well played by Atlas.
Is very strategic player, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had some good rolls. Like, I was dealing lots of good damage. I had one round in the middle where my damage kind of flopped, and I was like, I've got nothing I can score point. You know, like, I was running out of infantry. I've got nothing I can score objectives with left on the board. You know, my killing powers come. You know, I lost momentum with my killing powers. Like, there's no way I'm coming back for this. Points wise, at that point, I realized there was no coming back. But I wanted to play it out because I was like, well, I've still got killing power if I can just, you know, if my rolls clear up next turn, if a couple of things work out, maybe I can still get a few points before the end of the game. And I got to the point last night where I was losing by so much, and my goal was to get a few points back and try not to lose the game by 50 points.
Oof.
And that was a very arbitrary number. I don't know why I set 50 as the number why I didn't want to lose by, but because at one point he was 38 points in the lead. I did a quick calculation of our points.
Right.
He was 38 points in the lead with the potential for scoring 15 points the next round. And I was like, all right, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to lose by 50.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
That'll teach him. Good night, guys. Printers running. The next set of Lion Towers pics in the 3D printing channel. I'll post more for you when they're all cleaned up tomorrow. Now I need sleep. Good night, guys. Big loves. Big loves to you too, bro.
Big loves, bro.
Talking about that ogre and bodyguard, Keegan says, sounds like you need a nuke to take him out. Damn. It was tough, but at the same time, you know what I learned from this? I'm like, I think I need to put a bodyguard in my command squad.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a good job. Like I actually pressed forward a little bit with my command squad, but I did a good job of knowing when to pull them out of line of fire. And so they took a couple of shots, but like, I think my whole command squad stayed alive for the entire game. However, I think if I had a bodyguard set up like that, I could afford to be a little more aggressive like he was as far as using them to capture points and stuff like that, or go, you know, not need to be in cover all the time, you know, not be afraid to walk out into the center of the field and give their buffs to, you know, the infantry that are pushing forward.
Right.
So, yeah, I think it's good. It was a good lesson learned. I had heard about the Dreadnought combo on Wardy and Glory's channel before, but I was like, oh man, I don't know if I want to invest almost 200 points on a 75-point command squad. I think it was worth it. That dude takes so many shots, and I'm not talking about just infantry shots. Like, I was firing my tank at this guy for, you know, like the second half of the game, and this guy was absorbing full tank shells and catching it with his teeth. I'm like,
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
You're pretty cool.
So, because, you know, I've got the Felinids in my command squad, Atlas goes, yeah, maybe we need to find you a Tomcat bodyguard for your Felinid squad. I'm like, maybe. But General Methos isn't going to want any male cats around while he's got his Felinids.
Right.
A Tomcat may take the attention away from the general.
Yeah. Meow.
I'm just kidding. Meow. Everybody else is like, when did this become a furry channel?
Right. Hey,
Since when hasn't it been a fairy channel?
right?
But I
I
capture
mean,
it.
come on, man. Come on, man.
All this talk of us at Chippendales, you guys didn't realize that I had cat ears on while I was taking my turn on the stage.
Damn straight. Hardest thing is keep him on when he's doing the helicopter. He just want to fly him on, and he's like, "Quick, tape him to my head." Do that, man. You're upside down. Methos like to think on the fly, man. So he took him off this head and put him somewhere else where I cannot mention. The cat ears don't belong there, dude. No. He goes, just run with it. I'm like, what? Just let it happen. I'm like, oh god.
Oh my
Yeah, all of a sudden the quarters start rolling in, man.
This
He
reminds me
started
of the time that you talked about. Yeah, so I had to take off the bow tie as part of my gig at Chippendale, so I just put the bow tie somewhere else. I was like,
Well, yeah, I mean, you kind of followed that same logic. It won't stay, freak. Well, then take them off. Wait, I got an idea.
I learned from the best, freak. I learned from the best.
Well, I'm glad you didn't learn from Oni, because people are still recovering from that one. No one should be able to slide on nacho cheese like that.
I took a solemn vow not to use any nacho cheese in my routines.
No.
Oh man, I'm so glad there's a cleanup stage because this model has so much gold trim that I'm just making stray marks everywhere.
Feel you, baby. I feel you.
Oh yeah, doing the High King. You know all about too much gold. This reminds me of the time that I painted a couple of Thousand Suns for somebody.
All right.
You remember I was bitching about gold trim on that for weeks.
Forever, yeah.
I don't understand how people do a full army of Thousand Suns. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're cool looking models and all. It's just I find all of the gold trim such a tedium to do. I did the one squad for somebody's kill team, and I was like, I'm done. I tap out.
Running Bear. Hope you're doing well too, brother.
We good, baby. We good. Freak's got a nice new job. He's making more money. He's treating us to lunch next time.
What?
Y'all get in the car.
What?
What?
What the dog doing? What? What?
Oh, so due to an emergency,
Oh no.
one of my neighbors had to pack up and move very suddenly. And we're talking like really quick. I think she moved out within like 3 days. Yeah, just an emergency kind of situation. And anyway, so she was unable to take her cats with her because the place where she's going to be staying now, the owners have some very aggressive dogs, and she didn't feel like they'd be safe there. And anyway, so she was looking for a home, and I mean, she loves cats. She has a freaking clouder going on up there, and I say that with love as a fellow animal lover. But just more than we could handle, you know.
Sure.
And so I think she our friends Cloud and Kelly took one, and they're still looking for a home for 2 a father-son combo called macaroni and queso.
Oh my God.
So yeah, the father and son are literally mac and cheese.
Dear God.
And I thought that was cute. And
Did they get homes already or no?
now they're the ones that still need homes.
Are they still, what their ages?
I'm not sure what the ages of the father and son are. They're not very old. I think the last quote I heard was around 2. Yeah, Lily just confirmed they're 2.
They're 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the older one is 2, and I think the other one is 1 because they can have babies early.
Right.
But yeah, and so those are the 2 that still need homes. And then there's a mama with literally like 3-day-old babies. And we didn't want the babies going to a shelter. So we're currently fostering those 2. And so we got a couple new additions in the house right now. A couple of like wee babies. Pretty cute. Very affectionate too.
They're already weaned and all?
No. They're like 3 days.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Wow. They all bottle feed or dropper feeding them? You're dropper feeding it?
No, the mother's with us, so she's.
Okay, the mother's. Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. No, I do remember. I haven't had cats in a while, but I did raise cats a long time ago. I did have them when I was younger, and I remember this one Persian cat that I got. Man, she was sickly. She was actually abandoned, yeah, so we had to dropper feed her, man, and. She finally became, just a beautiful, beautiful Persian cat, just gorgeous. We named her Baby. She was such a sweetheart. Yeah, was a long-haired white Persian, gorgeous cat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had some doozies too. We had one. Siamese cats are definitely interesting animals, man. They are just That cat spooked me to. It was just a strange animal. So we had to give that one up because it was just doing some weird things. Unfortunately, but yeah, we kept the calico. Name was Clown. Wow, can't believe I actually remember all that crap. So, and then we had Clown, we had Baby, and then we had 2 of the younger ones. One was Ewok and the other one was Bear.
Nice.
Yeah, the Ewok one looked like a little brown Ewok, and Bear was all black with little white spots, but it was mostly black and like one spot in the chin or something like that. It looked like a bear. Really cool. Yep.
I love that you named a pet Ewok.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
Did they ever try and trip you on the stairs like one of those walkers?
Right. No, they
You
were
got
really
ATST.
Right. Houdini! What? No.
Read out of the game color Brassy Brass from our vote found. So now I'm in a holding pattern to painting. Running Bear also says, "Congrats on the promotion, freak. He'll take a chicken fried steak." Down the road.
All right.
I said, "Everybody get in the car." Keegan went straight for, "Sweet,
Yep.
I'll take a Chevy Silverado, freak." I said, "Get in the car." Now he'll get you a car.
Right? Good grief, man.
UK living.
Doing to me?
This is possibly one of the most boring conversations I've ever heard, but I'm too invested to leave.
Sorry.
I'm glad we've held your attention.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, maybe.
We're just having a chill paint sesh, guys.
Yep,
Chill
yep,
paint
yep.
sesh. So, for this channel project, obviously, I've given myself a
Wedgie?
wedgie. No.
Yes.
I've given myself a deadline of trying to have this done and in the hands of my friend by Christmas. And then I've started on it late because I've just been obsessed with painting Imperial Guard lately. And now I'm like, oh man, I'm glad I have other things to paint tonight, and I can just chip away at this because I've already grown tired of doing gold detailing. And so I think once this bit of gold dries up on my palette here, I think I'll switch over and maybe lay down the base green coat on my Imperial Guard field guns, my field ordnance batteries. And yeah, just reward myself with a little Imperial Guard between.
Treat yourself!
Yeah. Treat yourself, baby! I think if I keep breaking it, because I think that was one of the things that killed me with the motivation for the Thousand Suns Kill Team Commission, was that, you know, I was trying to have it done in time for a quick turnaround because this person wanted to take their army to a kill team event, and I was just like stuck in a never-ending maze of, you know, gold trim. It's like a labyrinth I couldn't find my way out of. Yeah, I mean, I still got kind of a deadline here, but I could take breaks, spray down a little green, get my sanity back a little. I mean, not that there's a lot to regain, but what are you guys painting tonight? We got some Votan for Brother Running Bear. Keegan's hanging out with Greg. So what is the Gamers with Coffee channel doing tonight? Y'all just having a family dinner? Y'all doing some gaming tonight? What's the haps? You know,
tell us the tea, baby. Tell us the tea.
I was about to say, because we're still in the 90s, apparently. What's the haps, yo?
Oh, jeez. Oh, goodness. Y'all
are playing Spyro. Nice. Nice. Ooh, man. I keep making misstrokes with this gold color, and it's getting on my nerves. But cleanup is a natural part of the painting process.
Yes.
I'm not going to let myself get frustrated.
No.
I'm not going to ask Freak to take my hands. Just take my hands.
Take them. Just take them. I don't want them anymore. I don't need them.
I don't deserve to do art.
They are symbols of destruction. Please remove them. Calm down, man. Don't go all emo.
Well, snap.
Oh, damn.
Like, I just literally snapped a piece of this model. There is a shortage of Votan vehicles and combat patrol boxes. Can't get them on GW or other sites currently. Well, they have been identified as a strong up-and-comer in the tournament scene. And
everybody wants them.
Yeah, so you've got not only the people who have been waiting years for squats to come back, trying to get their hands on them in time for Christmas, but also you've got all the people that want to get them for meta chasing reasons too. And I think just having that much demand from both sides, the nostalgia crowd and the the meta chasing crowd, I can see where it would be hard to keep that kind of thing in stock.
Yeah.
Especially around Christmas time. Imagine.
Christmas time is here.
Imagine they're probably on quite a few people's Christmas lists.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have had a lot of expenses come up this year.
And I am a bit behind on my Christmas shopping. How's yours going, Freak?
About the same.
Same as usual?
No, about the same. Yeah, just broke ass and shit. Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah. Yeah, a little behind, So, yeah, it should be okay. It should be
Oh, yeah.
all right. Okay.
Speaking of which, the lovely Mrs. of Kushranada mentioned to me last night that she asked you for a list for Lady Freakaliciousness, and she's still waiting to hear back.
Yeah, me too. Yep, she's a hard one to pick out for. I'm just saying, just very difficult. So I need to revisit it and circle back here. So yeah.
It's funny. That's funny on a couple levels. A, because we have this conversation every year.
Yeah, we do. Yep.
I never have a problem picking out something for you, obviously.
Yep.
In fact, yours is already bought and in a box.
Oh goodness.
I have no idea what to get for Brother Oni.
Other Oni.
Because when Brother Oni wants something,
Oh yeah.
boom, boom, baby.
Well, he usually gets lit first, then he gets it. That's how it works.
So I'm like, okay, what's he really been into lately? Kingdom of Death. He
Yeah.
owns everything ever invented by Kingdom of Death.
Yes.
I was like, well,
Well, you know what we can do? Since he needs to get lit to buy stuff, I guess maybe we can get him stuff to get lit with.
Ah,
Okay, so we just need to see what his favorite getting lit substance.
what his favorite lit core is?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, maybe some Paps, or Schlitz, something like that. That's
Woo.
little
Keegan
Mad,
is
little Mad
apparent-
Dog,
a little mad dog.
Night Train, something like that.
And Merry Christmas, brother. I got you a 6-pack of Mad Dog 2020. A 6-pack? Aren't these things $2 a piece? Hey. Okay, first of all, it's $2.50. All right. Second of all,
That was the sacrifice we had to make, so it was, it's worth it.
Second of all, it's not the gift; it's the thought that counts.
Right.
Trust me. Once you have 6 of these, you won't be thinking.
Nah, man, it's the thought that counts, because
And-
you should have seen the thought that sold it to us. So, boy, was she funky.
And by the time you wake up from freaking 6 Mad Dog 2020s,
You'll be
Lit
buying all your
Yeah,
stuff.
I was gonna say, Lit Oni will have bought you so many Christmas.
Yes. Just think yourself as Lit Oni Santa Claus, right?
Lit a Claus.
Lit a Claus.
Speaking of which, the funniest thing, one of our friends, I'm not going to name drop him in case he doesn't want this out there. One of our friends said in the chat that their son had said that they were going to spank Santa on the butt.
Oh, God.
And he had to tell him, no, we don't spank Santa on the butt. He's like, he put that in the chat. And it was like, here's our comments of the day for today. Things I didn't expect I'd have to say today. We don't spank Santa on the ass. And so, of course,
Once you're telling him it's a good game.
of course, I was like, immediately where my brain went with this, I said, because I like to post up memes and stuff in response to things people say. And so I was like, I bet the internet has an answer for this. And the internet does not well, the internet doesn't point until it does, but that's a different point. And so I searched, and I was like,
oh god.
I said, spank Santa's ass. Boom.
Oh god.
There was a picture. I'll send it to you.
Yes. We need to showcase that. Can I show it?
There was a yeah. It's safe for work, but
Okay.
it's called Merry Thickmas Ho Ho Ho. It's spelled as Ho Ho Ho. I was like,
Oh,
the internet did
God.
not disappoint me.
Oh my god.
Merry
Yes.
Thickmas indeed.
Oh yeah. Hook me up, man. All right. Let's see. Let me find it here. Oh my god. Oh gosh, that's terrifying. Hold on, let me push that there of the week. Damn, she thick, boy. Oh, she thick.
Merry Thickmas.
Man, you can smack that with a canoe paddle, bro. Damn. God damn.
The internet never disappoints.
Woo!
I love that.
Oh, bloody hell. Hold on. Let me turn that off. Hold on.
I love that the title of the post was Merry Thickmas. Thickmas.
I
Thickmas with
like
three
Lily.
C's. There's my.
Ooh, yeah. Got her out of hiding. Holy crap. Oh.
So, anyways, my response to this friend was I had to explain to my son that we don't spank Santa on the ass. And I'm like,
Only on Christmas.
I was like, until we do, though. Until we do.
Well said, brother. Well said. Man, that's like that. I'm telling you, man, you get your canoe paddle. You want that sucker vibrating from one end to the other. You want to hear that sucker. You want to hear the smack. Woo!
I'm hearing the jingle for Goldfish, the snack, in my head. It's the ass that claps right back.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. I can't. Holy crap.
All right. I'm done painting gold lines for the moment. I think I'm going to take a break and spray some Imperial God.
Yeah.
Speaking of Imperial Guard, I posted up. Did you know that to remove the restriction for community posts to be 1,000 subs? So we can actually do community posts on our channel now.
Oh, how cool is that? Okay.
So I posted a clip, a highlight of one of Duncan Rhodes, not his GW tutorials, one of his new tutorials on his own channel, Duncan Rhodes Academy Writer.
Okay.
And have you ever seen the movie Starship Troopers?
A long time ago, dude. Holy crap.
So a lot of people like build their guard idea around the troopers from Starship Troopers.
Okay.
And so Duncan was painting up some of the new Imperial Guard box as troopers from Starship Troopers, and he did the whole episode as a promo for the troopers from Starship Troopers, like in the style of the movie.
Nice.
It opens with like the whole propaganda for the space troopers, like the whole, you know, would you like to know more? You know, and it's like showing, like clips of the battle and stuff like that. Would you like to know more?
Cool.
And then he gives the same speech that Rico's first sergeant gives in his like during basic training. And he's like, all right, if you're going to learn to paint like this, okay, just know that I have two rules. everybody paints and nobody gives up. And if you know, and if you don't thin your paints, and he cocks it like an invisible bolt gun, and if you don't thin your paints, I'll shoot you.
Oh God.
He goes, "Welcome to the recheck. Welcome to the rejects." And somebody else on the other side of the camera goes, "Rico's rejects, hoorah!" It's just like, the whole thing is done in the style of Starship Troopers. It's such a great episode.
That's awesome, dude.
I was like, now this is, because I've always found I like Duncan. But
Yeah.
I've always found Duncan a little bit on the dry side,
Yeah.
very informational, right? But like this, I think for me, he nailed it here because he was a great blend of entertainment and teaching,
Right.
And it wasn't even, the Starship Troopers is like three different shades of gray on a guardsman. It wasn't a very complicated and very had to be a very knowledgeable kind of tutorial, but it was very entertaining to watch. And it was good to know that okay, to give you some ideas, if I wanted to do something gray but not make it look all samey, it was great how to break it up, how to make it look different. So
Right.
because it wasn't like I had three kinds of gray, this is my base, highlight, and shadows. It was like
Right.
each had its own highlight and shadows, but it was like, well, with this plate, with the chest plates and the gloves, we do this color, and here's the highlight and shade there, and the boots here, we're doing this color and these highlights, and everything was slightly different, and it gave a good visual look to it. Funkin' Hungry says, "What's up, everyone? You
What's
brothers and
up to
sisters."
you too? Hello.
And Duncan is great to
Hello.
watch. I enjoy Duncan.
I enjoy Duncan too. There's one on almost every corner.
Hey, we had Duncan tonight for dinner.
See?
We had, for those who don't know, maybe across the pond or whatever, a place called Dunkin' Donuts. We had Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't have any donuts. I feel very self-conscious about that, being a chubby man on the internet saying I had Dunkin' Donuts for dinner. But no, they served sandwiches there, like breakfast sandwich. I had a sourdough sandwich for dinner. I didn't eat donuts.
It's still going.
What?
You just still going? It was like I didn't eat donuts. Just so I'm clear, no donuts. No donuts were ingested tonight. Just breakfast sandwich. No donuts.
I'm very self-conscious. I feel like someone's out there
Somebody's judging, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he's eating
Oh,
that
yeah.
son of a bitch. He's eating donuts. No donuts entered my mouth.
I feel
No circular things with sugar had come near my lips. No donuts.
I feel like someone's out there going, "Yeah, donuts. That's what you need, fat man." Oh no,
No donuts. Right? Trying to clarify here. No freaking donuts. Screw you guys. You're getting all mad, worked up. I hate you all. It's like, whoa, bro. What's happening with you right now?
It's only awkward if we let it be awkward, bro. You totally drove that train to awkward.
Man. So since we're seriously into the discussion of donuts, what is your favorite donut? Go. Like favorite donut company maker, whatever you want to call it.
But we just talked about this. I'm aware that I'm in an unhealthy state.
No. We can't. No, we're diabetic now. We're pre-diabetic. I'm pre-diabetic. You're we don't go near that crap because we
Okay.
want to live. We want to walk our kids down the aisle, kind of shit, right?
Nope.
So like when donuts was a thing for us, when was what it was your favorite donut shop?
A lot of people I know say Krispy Kreme, and I wish that I hadn't been diabetic before really getting the full Krispy Kreme.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I can't really have that one on the list, but I hear it's amazing.
Oh.
But my favorite is usually to go to mom and pop kind of shops, hole in the wall places.
That makes
And I realize saying as those words are coming out of my mouth, I realize how bougie that sounds. and I'm not trying to be a hipster, but like there's some really great
Fucking
places.
hungry.
Actually, all of my favorite places are like Asian owned too. Like
almost all Yankee Doodles are all Asian owned. Yep.
but like there's a really great place here in the neighborhood called Donut Palace. That's amazing. I love them.
Yep. Why is that? I mean, dude, there's a place called Brian's. Ain't nobody in there named Brian. They're all Asian. and they see me every Sunday, you know, because I always get like, you know, a kolache or something, you know, like a egg sandwich or something. I don't eat the donuts. I'm just telling y'all. But I go and I was like, I always ask, any of y'all named Brian? And they just smile. Just smile. Because, no, there's nobody called Brian here. You sons of bitches. So the mom and pops, right? The kind of like the little hole in the walls with
it. Yeah. So those who don't know, Funkin' Hungry there in the chat is a food review channel with amazing food reviews. Please check him out. He does great food reviews.
Yes.
Apparently, he does do stunt doubles in those videos to avoid having to intake any extra unnecessary calories.
Yes. You know, I mean, to save himself, he's got to use a stunt double, and unfortunately, you know, we don't have stunt doubles, so we don't do it. But he, on the other hand, he makes sure that, you know, those stunt doubles are expensive. I'm telling you, bro. Man. So yeah. So here's the funny thing. When I first started eating donuts, when I was a kid, right? My mom would buy us the frozen donuts. You remember those? It was a brown carton box.
I've never had a frozen donut. I don't remember seeing them.
Yeah. So it was in a cellophane bag, and it was 2 donuts a bag, a pouch, whatever. So my mom would do something amazing, because frozen donuts are. She would open each one of them and would have the entire dozen on a cooking pan, and then she would take a stick or a little slab of butter and cut it and put one little pad of butter on each one of the donuts. And she put it in the oven and just kind of let the oven preheat. For a few minutes, she pulled the sucker out, man, and the butter had just seeped into the donut. Oh my gosh. I had never had anything so delicious in my life, dude. It would make that donut so juicy, so fresh. It had that salty, sweet taste, right?
I had heard somebody say that was a hack to make Pop-Tarts more enjoyable too.
Oh yeah, I've done it too. I put butter on.
Ones.
I've done the butter on the Pop-Tart, bro. I've done that. But dude, oh my gosh, it was so freaking amazing. Yes, butter does make everything better.
That's the Paul D method.
Yes, sir. Let me see what else. So there was a donut shop in New Orleans called Tasty Donuts, and they were all over the place. And then we had Mackenzie's. Mackenzie's had the best damn eclairs, man. Oh, those things were so good, man. Gosh, dog it, man. I miss those.
Heinrich, my brother. Good to see you.
Hey, howdy who. And then I did try the what do you call it? The ones that you were talking about. What was the name of the? Oh God.
Krispy
Kremes. Yes. Oh my goodness. That's like crack.
I hear they're light and airy and perfect.
Yes. Yeah. Well, so there was a one in New Orleans, and it was the one where you could actually watch them make it, and then they were always fresh. It constantly kept rolling them in, and you would go out there and wait for the finish, rolling on the little conveyor thing. and then they'll pick them up for you, and they'll put them in the box. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. They were so good. Yeah. Yeah, I can't touch that shit no more, man. That will send me.
No, I'm not a huge Shipley's fan, except when I used to do factory work. Our factory was literally like across the street from a Shipley's.
Mm-hmm.
And what would happen? It was Little York, so it was downtown.
Sure.
And so I worked overnights, and on our 5 a.m. break, literally like minutes after they had opened up, we'd get our last break of the day, and some of the guys and I would run over there and hopefully try and get there before the line built up too much at opening.
Right.
And snag a couple. And like I said, I'm not a Shipley's fan. I'm
Right.
supposed to be, because like
It's a Texas staple, yeah.
Yeah. But like super fresh like that, open the doors fresh.
Yes, you're right though. They were really good, like super fresh. But once they kind of are like at least 10 minutes old, you're like, what happened?
Yeah, because what they do, and I think this is what is a big downer for them. What Shipley does is they take them and they do a special kind of like steam trap in their box, which keeps the donuts hotter longer. But unfortunately, once it sits there and steams for more than a few minutes, they kind of come out wet and soggy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get them when you're in store and they're fresh, you're great.
Yep, they're amazing.
You let them sit for any amount of time.
Yep, they're packing peanuts. Yep.
So yeah, that was an experience. Like I said, it was good to be able to try them at opening like that. But
That's awesome.
what is your favorite type of donut?
Type of donut. Oh, good question. Gosh, I sound like a fatty just talking about. That's okay though. I'm good.
I was gonna say, you brought this up.
No, it's good. My favorite, honestly. Okay, so it's all right. So I love your basic glazed. Love a good, soft, fresh glazed, and of course, this is not considered a donut, but it's still pastry. The bear claw. The
I always
apple
put
fritter.
bear claw in the.
Yeah, maybe it is right.
category.
Oh man, that is my get a bear claw, heat that sucker, lather butter all over it.
I don't like a lot from Krispy Kreme, but the original glaze are god tiered. Nice.
He's not wrong. Laughing so hard, man. I'm getting asthma. You got that asthma?
Asthma.
But yeah, so that is I love a good bear claw. When I was younger, I used to love the eclairs. Oh, those New Orleans style eclairs. Woo!
I like to take
baby.
they're on the corner of, where I told you we got to go to ramen sometime, the corner of 99 and 59.
Yep.
There also is a bakery there called Sweet Treats Bakery. Hey, if you ever find yourself on this side of the Grand Parkway one night, it's a great little like afternoon date spot called oh my God, my chance to give them a plug. Babe, what's the name of that bakery? Yummy Tummy Bakery. It's such a great place.
Yummy
Delicious
tummy.
food, and something I think you'll be interested in. They carry keto and sugar-free options.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What?
So I originally stopped in to get, the lovely lady and the girlie some stuff, and then have a cup of coffee for myself.
Yeah.
And my first time there, they were like, "Oh yeah, the chef's diabetic now, and she makes sure, he and
That's
he and
sick.
his wife make sure to research, some sugar-free options."
Oh, that's fantastic. That's cool. That's what's up, man.
Like yourself, I think most people like, the classic glaze. It's a nostalgia spot for a lot of people.
Right.
My favorite though are cinnamon ones. Whether I like the cinnamon sugar ones with the cinnamon sugar on the outside and the inside,
Yes.
And then also on the same kind of cinnamon sugar note, I know it's bougie and hipstery again. I'm going back to here, but the cronut is amazing.
cronut? What the hell is
The
that?
cronut. You don't know what a cronut is?
No. Maybe I just don't know the name of it.
It's a croissant donut. It's got the croissant texture and flakiness and airiness, but it's in the general kind of shape of a donut.
I've never had that.
It's like usually all cinnamony, sugary, and sometimes it comes with like caramelized bacon on it.
Oh my god.
I've had
That
the I've
sounds
had
amazing.
I had the one with the bacon one time just because it was all over, like different trends and stuff like that, and I just wanted to try it. But even before I was diabetic, even I was like, this is good, but having bacon and donut together feels a little overindulgent. Like
I have a problem.
well, not only that, like, pretty sure I can actively feel this clogging my arteries.
You're like, take that, Lipitor.
So
Oh
yeah,
my
it felt a
God.
little too indulgent there. Like I can. Is this what regret tastes like? It's so good though.
Oh god.
It-
Donut filled with regret.
in England, sugar with jam inside was popular. Again, nice and fresh. I had my first cronut this year. I had a Reese's Pieces one, and
Ooh.
I know Freak would be down.
That's what I just finished these off. Look, zero sugar, baby. Yeah. It's amazing.
The hobby time with HP. Oh yeah, I said good evening to him earlier. No, I just didn't address him by the screen name, but thank you. My lovely lady helping me with the hosting duties. How have you been, Heinrich, my man? Hope you're doing well, brother. Your cronuts are so good. Like, it's funny because I go through this thing with things that are like too popular. I know this. I'm being weird. Like, I don't normally get on hype trains when they're popular. Like some people have to be all about the. Oh yeah, I was into this before it was cool. I'm like this with like TV shows and stuff like that. I am not on the I was into this before it was cool. I'm usually on the other end where I get into things after they're cool and they're no longer relevant anymore. Oh man, I really love this show that came out 10 years ago that nobody watches anymore. It's amazing. Can anybody want to talk about it? It's really good. The show, guys. Yeah, I watched it like I don't know, 10 years ago.
I watched it with my dad. It's like, what? Oh, okay. That's
Oh my
weird.
God, I hate that response. That's the
Yeah.
kind of response I get from Dazzle. A lot of
Yeah. I remember watching
I
that
feel
with
like-
Dad.
it's funny because I think at first it was genuine, but I think now, I think he, well, obviously he knows, but now it's funny. It's just like, the age gap between us as friends. So I'm like, oh yeah, man, I really loved when this happened and this happened. He's like, oh, where was I when that happened? Oh, I don't remember that because I was in like 3rd grade. I'm like, I hate you so much.
Oh yeah, remember I was potty training at that time. What? Yeah, I remember Mom yelling because I was learning to walk.
God.
Oh man.
Trolley friends are best.
Yeah. Said, yeah, I had my first cronut this year. I had a Reese, yeah. What was the other one? Oh, old school is still good. What's that called? Chocolate icing or
Oh.
sprinkles.
Oh yeah, the girls still get the chocolate icing one every time I take them. Oh, I'm sorry. They used to. Now one still gets that one, and now the other one goes for a glazed original now.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with glazed original.
Oh yeah.
And melt a little butter on it, man. You're golden.
I think that would have the same effect as the the bacon one for me.
So you might start feeling a little weird, just because you got your left arm might start tingling. You know, it's okay. That just means that.
You say it like a health coach. Oh, that just means it's working. It's working.
That means your body is saying thank you. Your body's thanking you for such a delicious meal.
Oh, gosh. You have to start worrying about the meal you just had when it comes with 2 free aspirin.
Hey, good morning, Elston. We're just talking about bad, good food. Elston, you gotta tell me, you ever had donuts and melted butter on them? I'm just asking for a friend. Not for me. I've never done such a thing ever.
See, the thing is it's awkward for me to, for us to talk about maybe a little bit, maybe more so me than you, but like, Elstadation's a super slim, in shape kind of guy.
Yeah.
He can talk about donuts all day. It's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of hard talking about something that's pretty much the same shape I'm in, So it's like, oh, that's round, and oh, hey, I'm round. Oh, great.
Marcos, what?
What's up, Mr. Castellanos?
Plain glazed Krispy Kreme is my favorite.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's go-to. A nice, warm, fresh Krispy Kreme. Woo. No, why would you do that? No, I was just asking for a friend. I don't know. Who does that? Woo. I mean, that's just crazy. Crazy talk. I don't know who's ever done such silliness. I better check on my mom.
I'm not that in shape. You look very fit, my brother. You look very fit.
No, I was just telling everybody, Elston, that when I was little, my mom used to buy the frozen donuts, and they would come in this big brown box, and it would come in a baker's dozen, I believe, and they're frozen. Of course, she knew that frozen donuts are like, they suck. So what she would do is she'd take each one of these, put them all on a cooking pan, on a baking pan rather, and then she would take a little slab of butter, all right, a little pat of butter, and put it on top of each donut, stick it in the oven, heat it up for a little while, and the butter would just kind of slowly melt in and around the actual donuts. So when she pulls it out, it's nice and gooey and really, oh my God, it's so amazing. Yeah, I can't do that crap. Lobster goes in butter.
Why not goes in butter? Why not donuts? I don't know why, but I feel like that comment wins.
Yes, it does. I can't. Just dunking the whole donut in butter. You know how lobster, right? You got the butter boat, right? So you can dip your lobster tail, and you dip the whole thing in. You're like, oh yes, here you go. Just take the big old donut, dunk it,
and then you order dessert. And you dunk in your dessert.
Right?
That's the same.
It is. It is. You're asking the waiter, hey, you know what? We're almost out of butter. Can you bring me some more butter?
Butter, sir? You said you wanted a dessert menu.
Yeah. That's what I put.
One of your plain glaze, please.
Yeah.
Did you still want the butter, sir?
Oh hell yeah! Keep it coming. Don't. And a lighter. We need to make sure we warm this sucker up, because
Yeah. Don't cheap out on me now.
Oh my gosh, man! Yeah, that's good stuff.
Sir. the customer at table 13 just asked me for donuts and some of our melted butter. I'm not sure what he's asking me, sir.
Sir, for some reason now he's pounding on his chest. I don't know what's happening. Make the dough, deep fry dough, freeze dough, and then cook dough with butter. Well, you're not necessarily cooking it, right? It's already cooked. So typically, like I said, so they're already frozen. So typically you would put them in the oven and just heat them enough to where they thaw, and then you serve them. Well, they would still come out tasting a little stale or off. So my mom would say, you know what, I'm going to soften these up, and she'll put a little pat of butter on each one, and she did. They softened them really, really well.
Now, I don't judge. Like I said, I've heard of a similar thing being done with
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts. I've heard of this. So it's not a completely foreign concept to me, but yeah, he's not speaking for both of us, Elston. I've never heard this before until now.
Wow, you make me sound like I got a problem.
What? No. I was just saying that this question was not.
No, Elston, I've never done that kind of shit in my life. So trust me, Elston, my heart is still good.
No.
Freak's about to die, don't worry. But he's the one slapping butter on donuts, so. But I'm still here, kicking guys. Freak's the one with the problem.
Now you've done it. Elsa Nation says, I don't really want to call out the American stereotype.
What? What?
The American stereotype. We are heavier than they are as a country.
Oh, God. Freak breeding program. Oh, God. Frozen food's not so good. Just add butter. This is true. It's so freaking true, man. You add a little pat of butter on it, man. Woo! You get the salt and the sugar, the salt and sweet, man. Oh my gosh, that just makes you want to punch a baby. Woo! So good. We don't condone punching babies here on the channel, but I'm just saying, if you ever, never mind. I'm just going to shut up. I don't know.
Now. On a separate note, Hunkin' Hungry shared a funny Santa YouTube clip with us in the chat earlier.
Oh yeah. We can show that again. Hold on.
That's a YouTube video though. I might get.
YouTube. Oh, okay. No. I thought I was thinking about the.
If you want to show the Merry Thickness.
Yeah. Merry Thickness, everyone. Merry freaking Thickness. There we go.
Those who weren't here earlier, a friend of ours said that their son had said that they were going to spank Santa Claus on the booty, and he's like, "No, son, we don't spank Santa on the booty." And I said, "Well, I'm sure somebody wants to." I was like, "You don't until you do." And I searched the internet for something matching this, and I was not disappointed.
Nope, internet did not fail you.
The post said, "Merry Thickmas, ho ho ho."
And I said, "Look at that! Makes you want to smack Santa Claus with a canoe paddle." And I guarantee you will not miss.
Elsa Nation said those nutty buddies we sent over made him feel like someone drop kicked him in the heart.
Oh God! Oh, good Lord! Oh man!
Man, I forgot how good this stuff is that you got for me. It does what it says on the bottle. I've been using LA Awesome for my airbrush for so long to clean it. I'm used to having to do the whole clean and rinse like 18 times.
Yeah. And you don't need a lot for that stuff. You put a little bit and it just cuts it down.
Yeah. 2 rinses and boom, it's clean. It's good. It's a whistle. Marco says naughty list lunch. And then the one that G sent earlier was the kid. His dad was telling him that, Santa called me at work and said that you're on the naughty list, and if you don't start being a good boy, that you'll stay on the naughty list. You won't get any presents. He kept arguing with his dad, like, I am not on the naughty list. And he's like, well, I'm sorry, that's what he said. And it was like a back and forth argument. I'm not throwing stuff down. You stop saying that because I'm not a. And he's like, yeah, well, I mean, Santa said if you don't change your ways, you're going on the naughty list and you won't get any presents. And so, you know, I mean, what are you going to do? He goes, oh, yeah, that's what Santa does. I'm going to punch him. I'm going to give him an uppercut right under his beard. I was like, right under his beard.
Well, you can't do it over his beard. That's kind of, you know, that's not cool. Under the beard, that's
right
acceptable.
Under the beard.
Yeah, that's acceptable. Under the over the beard is just that's kind of like that's like under the belt, you know. Then you don't do below the belt thing.
It was funny, but at the same time, I'm like, this kid's kind of a spoiled ass.
Right?
So
like,
I responded with the
little violent shit.
You remember the Street Fighter versus Baby clip I sent you a while back, where the guy's doing the own thing and they put in the sound effects of Street Fighter,
Yes.
and he gets spin kicked in the head. By the way, the baby in that video was okay. Person posting that said the baby was fine, just a little startled.
Fucking Hungry said he said about knocking his beard off.
Oh yeah. That kid has some serious anger issues.
Oh my gosh, dude. No, seriously, dude. I'm gonna have to take my inhaler. I gotta go get it. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay.
Oh man. They were tasty though. Anybody are really good. I do miss being able to have them. Depends on the beard length. If it's too long, that could be a nut punch. Oh no. Butter on donuts needs to be a Funkin' Hungry video. I'd watch it. Oh goodness. You know, it's funny. I remember that Duncan is a little adjacent to something I had said while talking about something hobby related. I really can't remember exactly how we got on this tangent now, though. It was something adjacent to Dunkin' Donuts, and then we went all on a donut tangent, and here we are now. Funkin' Hungry says, I need to do it while I uppercut Santa's beard off. I'm going to punch his beard right off with an uppercut. Very specific. Very specific. That kid knows what he's about. All right, I gotta let the base coat of green dry before I put down the I'm happy I joined when I did. Yeah, definitely food is always a good time to come into the conversation. Freak said there's a Dunkin' on every corner. Oh, right, we were talking about Dunkin's painting tutorial. That's how we got here. And you and I said that we enjoyed Dunkin', and then Freak's like, I enjoy Dunkin' too. There's one on every corner. I remember it. Thank you, G. Good memory, G. Good memory. We go off the rails, I forget everything. But thankfully, you're here to keep me in check. Oh. We could use this. We use something with lots of competing colors here. So that way it'll make it really hard for the camera to read. But yeah, these little field ordnance batteries with just... I don't even have the right screen up. Nice to see that electric drum kit in the background. Yeah, Freak's got some nice stuff. But there we go. And see with just one shade down, like I already thought doing, priming the whole thing started to tie the conversion bits together, but now that it's starting to, get some of the military green down, it's starting to really start to take on its Imperial Guard form. So 3 of those base coated and ready to go. So I had asked, how did we even get here? I remember I said something hobby adjacent, and that led to something sounding like Duncan. And we started talking about donuts, and here we are. I said, how did we get here? And so he reminded me that we were talking about, I was talking about Duncan Rhodes' tutorial.
Dunkin' Donuts Roads, yes.
And he's like, oh yeah, I enjoy watching Duncan. I was like, I love watching Duncan too. And you were like, I like Duncan too. There's one on every corner. Boom, here we are. Marcos admiring the drum kit.
Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, there it is.
Duncan will now be forever known as Buttery Donut. Can you imagine? Elston gets to meet him, and he's like, "Oh yes,
I heard so much about you, sir. You're really buttery."
Thanks to my friends, I know you as a
I brought my own butter. Oh God. Yeah, so there's a couple songs that I've been learning on it. The one that I wanted to master was this.
To specify, he means learning on
drums.
his drums, not
Yes.
on the Buttery Donut.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I learned an amazing song on a buttery donut. Let me play it for you.
You're on every corner.
Oh God.
Hey, mind your business. This hobby's expensive.
Yeah, hey man, we gotta pay for the gray, man. So no, there's one song by Bon Jovi that I want to make sure I get it really really tight for my nephew. He loves Bon Jovi.
Ooh, which song? I love some Bon Jovi.
Excuse me, the song "It's My Life."
Oh, I love that one.
Love that song. It's a great riff on it, man. A lot of flams on it, and so yeah, I decided I wanted to learn that one for him. It turned out really really good. What I'm gonna do, since I've got this nice camera now, I'm gonna actually do a cover on it and play it, and record it, so it should sound pretty good.
Elsa says, Duncan, nice to meet you, Buttermaster. Now bow before a painting god. They call me Paint Emperor Elstonation. Elston starts to slowly rise off his feet. Be amazing.
Wouldn't it be? And you know what'd be crazy even to him? Duncan would start saying, I've heard of you.
Right?
It's like,
Paint Master Elstonation.
but it could not be.
He bows.
You are here in the flesh. I have nothing for tribute.
The time of your coming was foretold. You remember in the Dresden Files, they talk about how belief is the foundation of magic, right?
Yeah.
And that's how entities gain their powers, is enough people believe in their powers and abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what if us starting the cult of paint, right? And the Paint Emperor Elstonation, and his status now
the
on
Paint
the internet.
Emperor, yeah.
Yeah. He actually
what?
ascends to godhood because of the belief.
The belief of the we may have to make that happen, y'all. I'm just saying, and next thing you know, Elston will have these superpowers and shit, that'd be banging.
I mean, we've seen how much he knocks out. Elston really does have superpowers.
He does.
Him and Grumpy.
He really does. Oh, it's ridiculous. It'll just solidify, it'll just make him more powerful, is what I'm saying. I mean, I think with every stroke of his brush, it will cause a tsunami somewhere. I'm just, so we gotta be careful.
You sound like orcs. It's funny because I was, as I was referencing Dresden right now, I was like, in a way, Dresden kind of makes mortals sound like orcs.
And chanting makes it important.
Elston then gets slapped in the face, kicked in the balls, and curls into a ball, accepts his life's decisions. No one would ever do that to the Paint Emperor.
I don't know.
I kid you not. If anyone were to do that to you, a crusade would start in your name.
Indeed. Indeed. We shall all rise up. Defend that of the Emperor of Paint. For none shall speak against him.
I think some of my favorite thumbnails I've ever done are the ones about Elstonation. The Paint Emperor with him in the majestic golden armor and fiery wings, or the one where Oni and I are cultists, and he's in the painting, in the painting as doing the, the cult leader kind of like, praise me.
I don't see anything on.
Butter master has no master. Avenge you! We must avenge Adventure Man.
Oh my goodness. Good night. Man, you guys had me laughing so hard. God dog it. So, what do you think of the camera? Does it look like it's got a decent picture here? I keep doing this, keep putting in the wrong damn thing. So,
2 thin coats of butter is best.
I want to put butter on my airbrush. Is that possible? Can we make that happen?
I mean,
give me a donut and I'm just going to airbrush the piss out of that thing.
Yeah, that's actually quite feasible.
You got to be hot enough because we don't want clogs, I might have to get a way to be able to heat up the airbrush to keep the butter nice and, not nice and melted. Just...
Electric kettle. Keep an electric kettle in the room with you, and then you can just
That's
flush
what's
it
up.
through every time
Yeah.
it starts to cool.
That's what's up. There you go. See? Watch. Future man, if you get a chance. Okay, I'm going to check it out. So I had picked up the ZV-E10. It's a Sony DSLR. It's a decent camera. Sorry, guys. Oh, goodness. Because I wanted something decent for, for my videos and stuff. Because I want to get back doing Let's Plays. The last Let's Plays I saw, man, I was looking at my camera feed. Like, God, dog, man, it looks horrible. The color was off, the lighting was off, and nothing I can do because it's all, I was using the old Logitech, this little guy here, which these are great. This little guy is a powerful little beast when it comes to doing web stuff. But it wasn't cutting it because I like to. I mean, it's not that dark in here. I mean, it's not that bright in here. I got my overhead lighting. My dimmer is like at 1/4, so it's just enough to kind of get some lighting going on here. And I've got my not a ring light, but it's my lighting on here in front of me. And when I use my webcam, my Logitech, it just drops out. Everything just starts looking really bad. It starts getting a little pixelated. But using the Sony, it adjusts for the lighting. It changes the ISO and the aperture. Kind of makes it work out. So yeah, I think it works out really well.
Yeah, you've got to change the aperture. Like it won't work otherwise.
Oh God. So yeah, so that's the thing. I need to take another damn puff, and that really messed me up, man. Laughing so damn hard. Oh man.
But tell him who uses the this particular camera that made you settle on it.
So I actually looked into different cameras, and of course Markiplier is one of my favorite YouTubers, right? And apparently he uses a similar model. It's an A series, but it's like the higher end. And I was like, man, I ain't spending that much. I mean, Markiplier he can buy that stuff, you know, on a whim. But so I got the level down, and excuse me. And yeah, this thing's pretty. There's so many other features that I need to look into, because apparently it does have Wi-Fi capability, and there are apps that I can use on my phone and on the desktop that I can control the settings on that camera, which is really damn cool. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about how well it's working.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When Methos says aperture, does he mean butthole? Did it come out the nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him.
God damn it! I got all of the camera. Oh,
Yeah.
son of a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on. God damn it. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Ha! Got him.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, I got it all over my curved screen, too. God. Coke went everywhere. Oh.
Oh man.
I wasn't expecting that at all, man.
That's a little something I do, guys. When Freak starts talking tech stuff, and I have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh,
I'm not a very tech-minded person, guys. I'm really not.
Oh, I burned my freaking nose.
So when he starts talking about stuff I don't understand tech-wise, my natural response is to just repeat what he says. You'll be surprised how many times, just by repeating what he says back to me, how far I can get through some of these conversations. And once he gets steamrolling, sometimes we'll go on like 10 minutes before he realizes.
And I'm thinking, okay, he's tracking. All right, we got a conversation going. And then finally, I'm like,
and he's like, all right.
You don't
how
get
far
a
back
damn
did I
thing.
lose you?
Yeah, you don't get a damn thing I'm saying. Am I?
How far back did I lose you? And then I'll tell him. He goes, that far?
Right.
I don't even know all the things I've said since.
Oh, God. Oh, Elston, dude, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to be dying soon. Killing me, bro. I wasn't expecting that. I can't drink that shit. I'm afraid I might choke and get the shit all over my camera again. Oh my God, let me see. I'm gonna have to actually get a cloth. Oh man, it's got all over my lens. Shit. Right. Oh my gosh.
Oh, good. It's always my heart stopping whenever you drop a resin printed piece.
Oh God, yeah, you never know. All right.
And because I keep saying I'm going to learn from this. I never use the blue tack one time and then get rid of it.
Yeah, I always reuse it. Yep. Even if it's got paint on it.
I always try and push it, see how far it works, and then all of a sudden I'll be painting something and something comes right off the blue tack.
I guess it's dead. Yeah, do you kind of mesh it around really, really good too? That's what I do. I like to start it kind of like a really stringy booger, just kind of just really work it.
And I should
Till it
really
gets
learn
tacky.
not to do that with resin printed pieces. because its resin is so brittle, it's like her heart stops. Like, did I snap something? Did I snap something?
Oh my god.
Just don't make the aperture too wide. Well, yeah, that's why you got to adjust the aperture. We're just talking.
Well, if you make it too wide, then you can be heard from far. You sound like a windstorm. Oh, wait, what are we talking about?
Apertures, clearly.
Oh, yes.
I always try and push it until it comes off.
Oh, my God. Oh, now it's starting to break that apart. Oh.
See, D avoids this problem altogether. He uses apparently thick double-sided tape, and he never has a problem with stuff falling off.
How thick is it, though?
He just said it's the thicker stuff. It's not like the paper thin double-sided tape. It's like it's got a little bit of foam in the middle, so it's nice and sturdy.
Right.
So, Elson, you saying that just makes me think of one of my favorite old 80s songs from Salt and Pepper. Push it. Push it good. Push it. Push it real good. My mom was an aerobic instructor back then. And back then, a little fun fact, at least where we were stationed, to be a aerobic instructor wasn't just the physical part. You also had to have a certification or degree in nutrition and fitness too. So it was like the all-in-one package. Could do diet courses and stuff like that. And anyways, when she was practicing to teach, and then subsequently when she was teaching, the first song she used to teach aerobics was Push It by Salt and Pepper. And so that song got burned into my brain, and not in a bad way. I like the song. Like I said, I grew up on the song. But yeah, the song is forever just stuck in my brain because of the aerobics class. You get different tones from different size aperture. There's a mental image for you.
God.
And I mean, the important thing is about making sure you find the right size aperture for the application in which you're trying to use it. It's you want the right one for the project. If you're using the wrong size aperture, it can really make things difficult.
What are we talking about?
I'm just doing the thing I do. Or I just repeat back everything I said.
Oh, man. Eucalyptus. Good stuff. Oh, man. Oh, man, I never had a struggle like this in a while. Oh.
Dude, I have enjoyed my first 2 games with the new Guard Codex so much that tomorrow I have the day off that's not currently filled up and occupied, and I think I might actually film an at-home bat rep of my Guard versus my Orcs and just try and play a game with my Guard.
You gonna solo it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anyone else to play tomorrow, so.
Oh my God.
Also, if you wet your finger and run it.
Oh God.
are, are we just abandoning the metaphor now?
I think it's gone. I think it's gone. I think it's well out the window.
It's like that like that sports, that Japanese sportscaster we talked about on the show the other day. Long gone, like the ex who has taken everything and will never return.
Yeah, no. I think metaphor is the metaphor is just completely out the window. I don't know any application where you would do such a thing to a camera. Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh. Man.
Well, clearly, Freak, if you can't imagine a use for that, I hate to say it, but you might be a little bit of a prude. I'm just
Prude. Oh, about bottles. What do you guys? God. I nothing. Drugs.
what are you doing there? Drugs.
Drugs.
Just drugs. Just drugs, I swear.
Crack. Just the hardest crack you ever. Yeah.
No, I think we were talking about crack at one point.
Yes. Oh God.
Oh, something for you guys. Actually, I think there are very few people that have been following us since our first video ever. And if you haven't seen our first video ever, there's no need to go back in time and look at it. It's really not worth looking up.
It is if you want a good laugh. Just saying.
We sound like,
oh my God, man.
We sound like we're in a gymnasium, and I'm the only one presenting, by the way. So I'm not knocking on Freak at all. This is just me. I sound like I'm in a gymnasium. I twisted my lines so many times. Freak had to cut out more than half of what I was saying. We had decided on our channel name like just about 10 minutes before we shot this. I had forgotten our channel name already. So he goes, now do the closeout. And I said, and you've been watching.
Where that? Oh God!
He goes. He puts the camera to the side. He doesn't do it now, but we were filming with a little Sony handheld camera at the time. And so at the time, you have no idea. This man used to make us do full takes over again. He moves the camera. He goes, the channel name we were just talking about it. I said, right. And so we ended up going across the fist, obviously. But at the time, I just thought of one, like we were just throwing out a handful of name ideas.
Yeah.
And there was like 4 names we didn't pick, right? My brain just went to the first failed name that we didn't pick. I'm like, you're watching Noob to Noob. He does the camera thing again. It's not it. He goes, this was the thing, like, start the scene over. You guys are watching of Dorn and Russ. I remember clearly saying it like a question. Again, we just talked about this 10 minutes ago. This was my first time doing a video take, and I just kept blanking. Like, he had just given me the answers, and I was just like, Dorn and Russ?
God.
Frost. So you guys can't tell, but I'm like, you guys, and like none of my takes were smooth, so he had to stitch like one of my first ones and the last one. So you guys will see if you ever watch it. Again, I'm not saying go back and watch your first video. It was like in middle of me saying something, like mid talking, he had to stitch together 2 different ones. It was like, you guys are watching, and it's like a completely like split, and I'm like standing slightly different.
It was the worst.
You guys are watching Frost and Fist. He did the best he could with the presenter he had at the time.
Oh God! It's so funny because when he and I started together, started doing the things together, I was like, man, all right, we're gonna have
Scripts.
a script. We're gonna have like a topic, outline that we're going to cover, and we're going to fill in an hour worth of stuff, right, of content. Hello, and welcome to the Frost and Fist. I am Freak.
News reporter style, baby.
Yeah, I am Freak. And this is my co-host, Methos.
Wolf Brother Methos.
Wolf Brother Methos. Methos, how about them space wolves? Methos always had the knowledge. I'm like, go team. Is that a wolf?
But it's also like when we started our channel, it was kind of like our thing though, because you came into the channel, you're like, I'm the guy who really knows nothing about the game, but I
don't know
like
shit.
These Imperial fists.
Yep. Look, yellow.
And that was kind of our thing at first. Was like
Oh
we had
my
a
God!
whole little.
Hold on. We gonna do this shit, dude. We gonna hold a second.
Oh no.
Oh man, that's just. Let's see here.
Wouldn't it be funny if we got copyright stricken? You
got our own stuff, yes. Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
The joys of brain farts while trying to talk to the camera. Yes.
Oh man,
so real.
Okay, so let's see here. Oh goodness. Okay. Man, that got me, dude. Whew.
You are definitely going to need the breathing machine tonight.
Ooh. Yeah, man, I was like, oh my gosh. Here. Let's see. Why is it? It won't let me. It won't let me sort it. Did they change it? It's not giving me an option to sort them.
I don't remember there being an option. I just would whenever I go back and look at them.
Yeah, because
I just either scroll all the way back, or if there's a specific one, like I think like Hobby on the Cheap or something like that.
Right.
Getting it on the cheap.
Yeah.
I just kind of remember what some of our titles were. Look them up that way. Frosted Fist title.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna scroll down.
Stripping for your army.
Oh my God. This is it. Jesus.
Oh yeah. I found two.
I'm just starting out. It's giving me opportunity.
That's why I went down memory lane.
Oh man, remember our old logo? Jeez and Pete.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me see if I can play this on the. Oh wait, nope.
Oh yeah, our new logo is like a year old now, isn't it?
Yeah, been a minute. Let's see here. Get over there. Let's see. Week. One. Okay, let me see if it'll let me, because sometimes it won't let you do it. So.
Do you need the breathing machine because your aperture is too small?
Yes. Oh, yay. I think this is it here. All right, let me fix the. Yeah, definitely gotta make it a little smaller. Giggity.
Is it your aperture that you need to make a little more?
Oh, God.
Our brother Richard got in a wet palette from a dual painting palette from Cobalt Keep.
Damn.
Kickstarter. I haven't heard of that one. That sounds interesting.
Let me do further down. There we go. There we go. That's as good as it's gonna get. All right. So let me lock it. It's a little treat for you guys. Hopefully, they don't like you said. They don't Strike our asses.
Relax your aperture, freak. You'll feel better. You know, they always say to just relax, but
All right, here it goes. One of the first ones that we did together. Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to take the volume off of this one. Everybody put the
Hey guys,
volume
welcome
on.
to Frost and Fist. I am Freak, and I play the Imperial Fist, and I'm here with my
I
awesome
miss the
co-host.
old music
I'm your wolf
intro.
brother, Methos Kushmanada, and I play the Space Warriors.
I missed that.
Guys, we're going to talk about a couple of things and why are we doing this video? What's the purpose of this channel? And maybe perhaps really get you guys even involved as well. So we've got different perspectives. So before that, we're going to go ahead and start with Methos. Methos, what are we doing here with this channel?
So the
Oh,
purpose
damn
of the Frost and
Is
Fist,
it not playing?
basically,
Oh, there it goes, yeah.
we're going to take something that we love and hopefully try and share some of it with you. We love the game Warhammer 40K. We love the hobby that goes with it, and we really love our
The
art.
music was
And
so loud.
I really love my Space Wolves. You know, I've been a big fan of them since even before actually playing
It's
the
because you were
game.
trying to drown out the
And,
gymnasium
I consider
sound.
myself
I
a true
know,
son of
my
Hoodies.
gosh.
So that being
was
said,
so
I'm
loud
going to
there.
bring you the Frost. And my man here, Freak,
Gonna bring you the fists. I really like the tenacious attitude of the fists, especially the never die attitude. And of course, if they have to, they will die for the cause. And most of all,
Oh, I died a
really
lot.
love their color scheme.
They died so much.
I'm so jealous. You like your
Oh,
color
I just
scheme.
cringed a little
We'll talk
watching
a little
myself.
more about that as we take a look at my army.
Oh, you and me
However,
both.
Before we get into the armies, let's talk a little bit about ourselves and introduce ourselves to you. So, my name is Methos, and I've been a gamer pretty much my whole life. You know, I've been into tabletop games like Magic the Gathering since middle school. You know, I started with a classic green worm deck. I'm talking dragons and elves, making it happen. And then I got into a tournament level Megrim deck. I was very good with it. You know, I toasted many an opponent. And transitioned over to RPG tabletop games. So we're talking, I started with White Wolf. So we're talking Vampire the Masquerade, Mage the Ascension, Werewolf the Apocalypse,
You
Trinity.
played everything.
Yeah, I did a lot of that, and then eventually worked my way over to things like
Man,
D&D.
this guy in the Eevee
and
shirt's
even
kind of a
Dragon
cocky
Age.
son of a
And I've
bitch,
been both
isn't
the GM, you know, mastering the game, but I've also been many a player in many a game, and I just really love the gaming experience. Now, all that gaming experience, it's always kind of been beaten
Elsa
in my
says,
head.
the joys
I don't
of the
have
first
enough money
video.
for Warhammer 40K.
Yeah.
And so even as an adult making my own money, I never thought, hey, let me go try that game finally. It's just, oh yeah, that's that expensive game I'm not going to play. But one day I'm at my local game shop, Swords and Superheroes, and I'm the first person dead in a massive, massive Magic the Gathering game that night. And with nothing to do, the store owner actually invited me to play a free
Always
demo
loved that
of
shirt.
Flames of War,
That shirt
which
is
is another
so
war game that
badass.
he had set up that night.
Yeah, I
Letting
love
me
that
play
shirt.
for
Eevee,
free, I was really
yeah.
excited. I mean, the strategy, moving the dice around, soldiers, tanks.
Gosh, it's so.
It was making it happen, and I was so stoked. And I'm like,
My
man,
face
if there
is
was
so
only there was a
wide
war
back then,
fantasy
too.
kind of version
Yeah.
of this game, I would love to play it. My brother,
How many
Daz
chins do
Kushmanada,
I have here?
actually said, I think we can make that happen. And he walked over to the 40K section and said, I'm thinking about it. Man, I followed him over, and I have been hooked ever since. My man Freak, I think I know how you get started. How did you get hooked in 40K?
Well, you know what? I got you to blame. So really, it started out with us reconnecting. We haven't we lost touch for a while, and I was able to reconnect with you, and you started telling me.
Oh, we're dying inside.
really
We're down
awesome game that
inside and
you
outside.
told me you're gaming every night,
Yep.
but you're not doing
Oh,
the Magic
God.
game anymore. You're now doing more of a tabletop game, and I was kind of interested.
Yes,
because,
yeah, we are.
The way you described it was a lot more like D&D back in the day when it first came out.
I mean, look at we're so full of shit.
You know, I always discounted the use of
Also,
miniatures and figures in D&D.
the way I
on
keep
role-playing
gesturing
games.
with the
Now
pencil,
that
I'm
playing
like,
40K, I'm miniatures.
What's really neat about it is that it is like D&D
Oh, God.
tangible miniatures with actual tangible units, and it reminded me of the Dungeons
Oh.
and Dragons days, and also, of course, Star Frontiers and all that good
Oh
stuff.
my
So,
God, dude, I can't.
When I
Oh, Jesus, I can't. Oh, but yeah. So there you go, guys. This is a little taste of the early days, man. Oh, but yeah, that was. Oh yeah, man. We were talking about stiff. Man, we're stiff as hell. It's so funny how far we've come with that, man, because we were like, we went through the whole, talking about stiff, man. We're stiff as hell.
It's so funny how far we.
Oh my
that,
God.
man. We're like, you know, the whole.
God, I just heard myself. Ugh. God. Talk about cringe. Oh.
Yep. Fucking Hungry says when I go back and look at old videos, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking at the time. Cringe City. I'm surprised people watched.
Oh man, we were the same. We were like, well, at first we think, all right, man, we got this down, man. We got content, you know. we gonna make it big.
You know, what's funny is that our quality is obviously lower at the time, but we put in the effort back
Sure as
then.
hell did. Oh,
Oh
hell yeah.
man, Freak used to show up with a big duffel bag of recording equipment, laptop,
Light, big old freaking
lights. We had this big white panel. I don't even know where we got it. That we used to stand.
Oh,
we used to
God.
wedge 2 tables together and then a chair.
Yeah.
One table so that the chair wouldn't slide back. The chair
Yeah.
to prop the whiteboard up.
Yep.
So that way, when we flashed
was
the
a little
light against it,
yep.
the white would flash back on us. Because at first,
It
you
was
know, white-
soften it up. Yeah.
it was too dark to record in there. Then
Yeah.
we put on light; it was too bright. So then we bounced it off of this whiteboard, and we kept telling ourselves, "Yeah, this board is going to help keep out some of the echo." Nothing helped the echo there. Everything we did made it still sound like we were in a gymnasium.
Oh man, yeah. It was.
Like,
oh God. So
I'm surprised we didn't get comments in the video of like, "Hey, yo, pass me the ball."
I don't. You know what? I don't even remember. And you know what's so funny because Nick was like such a huge supporter. I mean, he knew. Oh man, he had to know how bad we were. Nick, Edic Beer.
Yep.
Oh God, you know he was such a dude. He was so cool. Oh man,
He championed us right off the bat.
he really did, man. You know, he's kind of like one of our biggest fans. We're the biggest fans because we were throwing shit at his window. But no, man. I mean, yeah, he really did champion our channel. He did push us a lot, and he was like, "Man, you need to go check this guys out." And he would always comment on every one of our videos, every damn one of them, man. It's just wow. And I remember having Nick on a couple of times. I remember the first time was just a train wreck. Oh God, everything that could go wrong. Murphy's Law was 100% alive and well then. Oh man, I will never forget that. Oh, that was horrible. Because I think Methos had a damn tornado go through. You know, it's like, good God. And he was under the candlelight. Oh, we're still here. It's like, and poor Nick, you know, the damn audio wasn't working right. And it was horrible.
Lots of love for Nick in the chat. Nick's a
Yeah.
champ. He's done the same for me.
Yeah, man. Nick is an amazing. Nick, if you're hearing, I don't even watches our shit anymore. I think he's over it. But man, he is salt of the earth, man. He will always be a major part in our lives, man. So
Nick doesn't have to watch. Nick is all knowing. Seriously, like, I don't know how, but so many channels, hundreds of channels. Nick is like the first 3 to comment at all times.
Yeah. He's kind of like for me. I feel like he's like the father of the
father of
Warhammer.
hobby YouTube. Yeah.
Yes. You know, kind of strange to say that, but yeah, he is. He's good people, man. Real good
Really helps
people.
those few words of encouragement. Always appreciate his support. I agree.
Yeah, man, but he's got a great sense of humor too. You know, fantastic. I was really stoked when he had us do that. What do you call it? Was the window scene? Oh my God, I died.
That was awesome. I appreciate the both of you for the love you've shown too, brother. We love you too, man, and definitely, you know, again, that's why you and Elston, just all of our friends here. I mean, we don't know where we'd be without you guys. I don't know. We haven't made so many friends like you guys. I don't even know if we'd be streaming on Fridays. You can see that our effort in every other department has really That's what I was saying earlier. We've used to put in so much effort, lugging around literal luggage.
Yep. I mean,
Set up,
tons and
break
tons,
down.
dude. My car, besides my box of miniatures, which wasn't a lot at the time, you know. I think maybe I had 800 points.
Twice as many boxes of recording equipment.
Yep. My God, I remember having actual mics. Remember that? Oh God, I had the actual mic, the damn XLR cable that goes all the way to my little recording thing. Oh man, we're going around. Oh God, that was. Oh. And then we were trying different things with lapel mics, and oh my gosh, dude.
I don't even know where my lapel mic is after the big hurricane move.
Yeah.
The banter now is top notch. Always fun. Thank you.
But it's kind of funny because I mean, we still have some pretty good moments on those videos. Some of the stuff was just silly as hell, you know. And you know, it's funny. It wasn't until later, like maybe the third or fourth video, that I just started doing things to try to break Methos. You know, that was my goal. Was like, see if I can break Methos. I look at him and like, okay, you know, just hey, what are you gonna say today, right? So I, you know, that has been like since day one. Well, almost day one. So I'd say something and he would start cracking up laughing. I'm like, yes, I've done it. You know. But yeah, we've always had fun. So, damn, how many years it's been? Good God, let me see.
We've been doing this 6 years now.
Good Lord, 6 freaking years. Yeah, 6 years. And wow, and that that video had 249 views.
Echoes to apertures.
Oh my gosh, man. Ugh. Eddie Beers. Awesome video, guys. Very nice looking armies. I wouldn't repaint to please anyone, except if it was for yourself. We see Marine players using different chapter tactics to what color their armies are, so I say have whatever color you want your wolves in. Looking forward to see more from you guys, Nick. I mean, that was just so cool. The first one, too. The first one to comment. Oh, man. Good stuff, man. And Big Mac. Yeah, Big Mac 2 was on there. Damn.
Oh, man.
Yeah, these were all the originals. Like, it was Big Mac, Mini Warzone Pete.
Yeah.
God, Tabletop Banter was doing this, man. Oh, our buddy, the Nerd Life. Yorkshire Wargamer. We had Sons of Rus. Robert Hill was kicking it, bro. God, and then Big Mac. And
Elstonation says his channel is 10 years old soon.
wow.
So Nick threw a big, huge YouTuber party for his, and obviously the Paint Emperor, one of the big multi-year hosts of Chilling Wargamers, you know, a show that, you know, has eventually spawned its own wargaming convention. Obviously, the Paint Emperor has to do something special for his 10 year. What are you going to do, Elstonation? Or is it secrets? Secrets and plots. Plots
I hear
and
the
schemes.
secrets that you keep. All right, don't, Marcus. There.
When you're talking in your
You
sleep.
sleep. I hear. Now it's stuck in my head. Ah, dang it.
You did it. It was you.
I know. I have badness.
Oh, man. 10 years. All right. Let's make a poll in the chat.
Do it. Hold on, let me get it ready here.
What's going to come first? From
Yes, you got to, man. Oh God.
just
Okay.
one.
Let me see here. Go in here. Let's find your channel.
What's going to come first, guys? When we hit our 10-year mark or we hit 1,000 subs? Again, we always talk about this jokingly. We mentioned when we had Elstonation on, is that we stopped chasing 1,000 subs a long time ago, simply because, I mean, we're not really putting up content anymore. We really just get on Friday nights and talk some noise.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But we enjoy what we're doing.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to remember. Oh
Yeah,
man,
I can never remember it. Like the
I got
how
it.
to.
Manage monitor? No. Oh, here he goes.
Real,
Wait.
we're real professional guys. Real
wait. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. There we go. Okay, what's the poll, Methos?
What comes first, 10 years or 1K?
10 years or what?
1K, 1,000 subs.
1K.
We're gonna have a big celebration for one of them.
Yes. All right, the poll's up.
I guess yes for 10 years or no for 1K.
Oh shit! Oh, hey, hold on. Sorry, we're really professional here. Don't look. This is nothing. No, nothing. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Info. Hold on. Let's try this shit again. God dang it.
What comes first? Yes.
Oh God. Okay.
372 for
First
Funkin' Hungry now. It
10
speeds up and slows down
years.
just how it is.
1K.
Although I have to say, it seems like you get some really good engagement from like a lot of the other, food review kind of community, and some big love from
There we go.
Bigger Fish in the Pond. Boom.
There we go. That makes sense. Yes.
I voted yes to try to say my man.
That's what I'm talking about.
G said he read it a few times. He's like, "What's yes? What's yes or no? What am I answering?" Oh man.
I'm telling you, man, we the best. Best YouTubers of all time.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, at only like 300 something subs, you actually had, if I remember correctly, you actually had like an official sponsor already, right? Somebody reached out to you and said, "Hey, try our product," right?
Did it really?
I just try and stay engaged, and they all, and so they all feel welcome. That is awesome, and I think you definitely are really good about that kind of thing in general. I always feel welcome when I talk to you, G. I still love that. I just voted yes to stay positive.
It's still there. 100% yes.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Yeah, at least that poll's complete. You know?
Yeah, dude, that is so profesh. That's awesome. Dude, I didn't get paid. I just got the product free. That's
Still, that's good. That's still a
yeah.
sponsor. Yeah.
Guess how much sponsorship these guys have had. I don't mean to brag.
Oh man, we're rolling a sponsorship, man. Said no one ever.
I mean, lots of people, not us.
Right. Exactly.
No, I mean we do have sponsorships in the form of people supporting us on.
Yes.
Very
Patreon is
blessed.
the yes.
We joke around a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just awesome that you've had some official companies and people coming to you to say, "Please represent us." That's amazing. I had McDonald's, the big Mackie D's, comment on your video the other day. That's huge.
That's pretty badass.
I've just gotten way more aggressive and crazier, and my sub count went up with it. Not sure what that says about the world, but I'll take it. Dude, your quality has also gone up. I know I've said it in like 3 of your videos already, but like the videography you do and the editing has a very polished professional feel to it these days. It's amazing. Yeah, I didn't think McDonald's would ever comment because it's McDonald's. I know that is a worldwide conglomerate that took notice of you. You had a massive senpai notice you. That's huge, brother.
Senpai, that is me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got 300 and something subs. That's a number, sure. But the recognition you have from a worldwide conglomerate is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to brag a little bit, but we got noticed by the Pain Emperor. So it just
This is true. This is true.
it's I mean, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with, a worldwide conglomerate noticing you. But we had an entire Paint Emperor.
That's right.
We've had a religious experience.
That's right. Beat that.
I did have companies that also I got the OTP wet palette. I had clippers sent to review. Nice. That is awesome. I mean, that's actually really, really awesome. We know we're just a talking head channel. But like I said, you're actually putting in work and making it look good, brother. At the end of the day, it's people actually take the time to show love that means the most. That is exactly why we're here. That is exactly why we're here. It's because we get so much interaction that we really love every Friday night. But then also, I love the amount of interaction we get that carries over the next day, the next few days. We get comments on our videos the next day. Definitely, people like Brother Lupus always leaving us some love in the comment sections. When he watches back, which sometimes he's here in the chat, sometimes it's the next day, but he's always there. Several of our other friends comment after the fact. I also enjoy your guys' friendship and positivity is better than anything. Thank you so much, brother.
Oh, that's
I really appreciate you, brother. And of course, I'm saying this the stuff about who you get, what you get. It's all in fun. It's obviously the people mean the most. When you guys give us a shout out, when Elstonation or Big Mac or Pickle mention us, I was watching the Frost and Fish show the other night, and this happened. We're just like,
That we fanboy so much, yeah.
It's always amazing.
Yeah, because I mean, consider you have such a different what do you call it not unique, but definitely a different audience than we do, and you got it seems like every you two have their own community, right? And it's so neat to have that crossover. Where some of the folks in your community kind of like to sneak in here and just say hi, and it's always been such an honor for us, just to be a part of that. It's fantastic.
And one thing I really, really can't stress enough is we inconvenience people, right?
Oh, yeah, yes,
I
all
mean,
the
people
time.
like Elstonation gets up in the middle of the night to come in our show or pop in and say hi.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like every time we start our show, it's like his computer turns on and we come on, and he's like, "God dang it! I thought I turned the shit off," and he's like, running to turn it off, and he just can't, he's already awake, so now he's like, "Well, damn it, I might as well watch this shit."
Yeah, brother Rich Smith got up in the middle of the night to check his printer and said, "You know what? I'm awake. Let me turn on The Boys."
Yeah.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah,
the fact that
it
we
is.
have an impact on people who get up. Big Mex has actually said before that he went to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Dude.
Took the opportunity to watch us.
Dude, now that's awesome that he would even think about. He thinks about us when he goes to the bathroom. Wait.
What I meant for that to sound like is that somebody wakes up in the middle of their night and one of their first thoughts is, how are our guys doing? How are our friends doing? That's amazing to me. We inconvenience our friends in a way that makes them want to be part of it when they're able to. That's huge to me.
Oh, I can't. Oh, God. It's like, on the way to the can, man, they got us on their minds. That's important, you understand. So. Then I got to take a major piss. I wonder what the boys are doing. It's like, You know, and he's not necessarily talking about his balls. He's talking about us. You know, it's not. You know. So it's kind of nice that we're almost referred to as a nutsack.
Okay. On one side, we've got love here. Elston says, "You guys keep me grounded and rooted to where I came from. So you guys are more important to me than a lot of subs." Big loves right back.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
On the other side, Funkin says, "There's nothing like a shit in a stream." I want to emphasize I said shit and a stream, not shit in a stream.
Oh, okay. You know, because they're two different contexts here. You know, right? Because
you guys are the bladder men. As I said, it's all about the apertures these days.
Yeah. See, we're good for something. You know, it's as we grow older, right? We have a tendency to visit a bathroom a little more often, and I'm happy to report that, you know, we'll be here for you guys in case you guys had to go and you know, let rip, man. So it's okay.
Oh man, I'm just imagining somewhere out there, there's a part of our audience who saves our streams for like when they're backed up, you know. Like, oh man, I really gotta go. Hold on, let me put the boys on.
Yeah, right.
Now this is some poop-worthy material.
Right, instead of, you know, because look, if you run out of reading material, don't fret. Just bring your tablet in, your laptop, set it on the, you know, usually there's a tub just across the way. Set it down, press play, and yeah, let us just entertain you as you think about us while you're handling your business. We'll be there for you.
Imagine whoever it is that's watching, they come out of the bathroom with their laptop and they get caught by like their significant other.
What are you watching?
Mom, dad. You were watching porn in there, weren't you?
No, you're like, what are you watching in there? Porn? Gay porn?
Right. I would rather be caught watching porn than watching prostitutes.
Animals and shit. Hey.
God. Were you watching that freak and that wolf brother Methos? No, it was two girls in a cup.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, tears.
It's like,
Oh man, I see. This is what happens. I'll start a conversation that's a little crazy, and the freak will always pass 11 and make it to 42.
why? Wait, why it's me?
Oh man.
Wait, Elson was the one who said that we were, you know, bladder friendly, I guess. Is that what it is? We're bladder.
Yes, but where did you go after that?
Oh God. Yes, you're the bladder man, as I said. Yeah. I've never been watching on TV and take my phone in.
You went on to animals. You passed go, sir. You did not collect $200.
Oh God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Some people read books, but here I watch it process. Two men in a mini.
Oh gosh.
You go through so many emotions while watching your show. You can start off with anxiety, frustration, depression, and by the end of it, you finish a relaxing sensation.
Don't forget pure unadulterated fear, because yes, that does happen on here. It's like, oh God, what are they talking about? Did he just say that?
Speaking of which, me talking about how you'll take an idea, run past 11, and go into the 40s. Funkin' Hungry says, the freak feeding program has to be said.
Oh God.
If you have an idea that you think, this idea is a little wrong. As
Just
it bounces
just
around
send it
the
our
ship.
way. You know, we'll run with it.
Oh. Pure unfiltered apertures.
Oh my god, dude, my head is starting to freaking hurt. All right, let's see if we can close this poll. I think we got enough.
Oh
this
yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Gosh. Okay.
Best laugh all week.
Oh.
And now she's coughing.
Oh god. All right. So that's the subs, man.
Lots of positivity.
Yes. 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 There's some miniatures here.
We
Yeah, I'm
still
still
need
trying to
free
find
Brady
out.
program shirts and miniatures. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't think we know any 3D sculptors that can make the free breeding.
I think we might get sued, man. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
Whew. Good grief. I'm tempted to hit another puff of that. Oh.
You probably couldn't need to. You're gonna have to strap that breathing mask on tight tonight.
Man, ain't lying. Grumpy! Holy crap. What's going on, man?
Welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming.
Speaking of the paint gods. Oh.
Good morning, guys. Just dropping by before work.
Started talking to Freak and his shit.
Oh boy, you're the last face I wanted to see.
He's telling me this. I was like, every time I see him, because he and I are usually the first one. Oh, shit.
Elston says that was a good start to his day. That's awesome.
Oh, God. Man, I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Oh, my gosh.
You know, it's funny because I started the stream exhausted. Like I said, we gamed until 2 in the morning. It was closer to 3 by the time I actually put my head on the pillow. So I was like, I started kind of like really tired before the show, and man, I've just laughed so hard since we started the show. Oh man.
Morning, guys. Just dropping by before work, man. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for saying hi. Oh.
Freak, don't die! Freak, don't die! No, now you can't.
No,
Temper
he
has
said, yeah, he's willed it. I can't. Not gonna happen.
If you were struck by thunder today, you'd have to get back up. Like, oh man, you should stay down. That lightning bolt could have killed you. He just gets back up and he's like, the pain temper has willed that I go on. I need to try butter donuts now.
Dude, I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It's just like Pop-Tarts. You put butter on Pop-Tarts. Put butter on donuts. Woo. Telling you, man, make you want to smack your mama.
Oh, man. All right, guys, we are 34 minutes after the hour.
Yeah,
we should probably
worth
start
every
wrapping
minute.
up.
Holy
Definitely.
crap. Oh,
Like I said,
God.
this is the hardest I think I've laughed all week, for sure.
Oh, good Lord.
I had so many tears. Like, I had tears tonight. You almost stopped breathing.
We'll stop breathing.
Oh, man. Any closing thoughts for you tonight, Freak?
Oh, man, no, man. I had an absolute freaking blast, man. Man, we started talking like food fatties, and we almost died like them, so, good God.
You said buttery donuts will change his life. And he says, yeah, it'll change my life from
You're not wrong.
Just remember, each serving of a buttery donut comes with a free side of 2 aspirin. Ideally, you want to take the aspirin before your left elbow goes down. Ideally.
Just, hey, man, you know, they really should serve those with, you know, the fib paddles. You know, clear.
Oh, man, there's the heart attack grill in Vegas where
Yes.
they have defibrillators on the wall.
Yes.
I think the defibrillators are they named their signature burger the Heart Attack Burger.
Man, you're in line. And you seen the pictures of that thing, right?
Yeah.
Good God. Dang, man. I mean, could you imagine your arms start going numb and you still eating and you're like, man, screw that arm. I got another one. Nom, 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 nom.
It's just like a battle wound where you just will yourself through it. One arm sagging down.
Just like, I'm no quitter. I'm nom, 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 nom. You know, like, damn, dude, you're dying. Nonsense. I can't die.
Well, that's why they have you wear the schmuck they make you wear the schmuck if you order the Heart Attack. They're
Man.
like, so we could just rip this open and go straight in with the paddle.
Right? I can see that. You know, you're wearing the hospital gown.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a little weird because it's full of grease, you know, and pickle on the side. So.
He says you need to write them a letter and tell them about the buttered donuts. Dear Heart Attack, considered a dessert with buttered donuts.
Back to the American
Back to the American stereotype.
You're not wrong, man. There's no denying that.
I mean, this is a burger joint in Vegas. You take all of the American stereotypes and they neatly fit in a bow in Vegas.
All in there, man. Good grief. And they make money. There's a clientele. There's a market, and people go over there and pay top dollar for a big ass freaking hamburger the size of freaking Mount Everest. Oh my god!
To be honest with you, I miss burgers.
I do too. So I can't. Yeah, there's a place called Mel's Diner or Mel's Burgers. Mel's Diner, I think it's called. It sounds funny because it's actually a show, part of the show. But no, in Tomball. Let me see if I can find it. It's called Mel's Diner.
I have found that Impossible Burgers and Beyond Meat Burgers are a very, very nice substitute, though.
Oh, Mel's Country Cafe. That's it. Yes. Mel's Country Cafe. And it's a little hole in the wall, man. But, oh, God. Now they have. I wonder if they've taken it down. So it's
the best part is you get spanked if you don't eat it all.
Yeah.
Don't threaten me with a good time. They have a Karen's Diner now.
Oh,
Nelson says I'll have to visit one day.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm wondering if they still have that because they had some people that would like, oh man, you shouldn't. Oh, there it is, the Mel Burger. Oh my God. I'm trying to find the actual picture. You know what? They do have. Here, hold on. Excuse me, guys. Oh man, that just. I'm still trying to clear my chest. Man.
At the Karen's Diner, that's where they diss you. You have one here now, so it sounds so whack. It's interesting. I've heard a couple of those places before where. You know, they basically hurl insults at you the whole time that they're serving me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I could go to a place
I
like
can't
that.
either. I agree. I agree. Because, I mean, the fight will break out at that restaurant. You know, I'm having a fist fight with somebody. There's, no, that's the way they do it, man. Screw that guy. I'm going to kick his ass. You know, I'm like going after him.
And people are like, oh, is your precious ego too fragile?
Yes.
I mean,
screw that guy.
Also, my temper is too...
Yep.
Uncontrollable.
I can't do it, bro. I mean, you start dissing me, I'm like, all right, that's it. We're knuckling up.
I think I've gotten a better hold of my temper over the years because I choose not to put myself in these situations.
I can't do it, man.
G says same.
Dude,
I just won't take it.
I can't. I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying my best to be a good person, and then next thing you know, we got some fool, calling me names and stuff. And I'm hungry. That's even worse. I'm doing y'all messing with me while I'm hungry. I'm gonna hurt y'all. I'm gonna hurt somebody. Freaking hurt somebody. All right.
Someone said they walked out after waiting 2 hours. Oh man, that just adds. You're waiting for an experience where you're signing up to be insulted, and then they're gonna make you wait 2 hours to get in there all hangry.
Good Lord.
That's gotta be yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm sure they were in the weeds. I'm sure they weren't making them wait.
So here's some of the stuff that they have, but this is the Mel Burger. And I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to find the pics.
Woo.
Man, dude, their food is their burgers are amazing. They're straight up amazing. I don't see.
Your
They
face
used
is
to
amazing.
have. Oh, they used to have the pics, man. They used to have all the damn pictures, and they would have these crazily stacked. And I don't see them anymore. I guess they stopped doing that. Maybe people died. I don't know. Maybe Yelp will have them. Let me see photos. Oh gosh, let's see here. Yeah, they used to have it. No, wow. I bet you they did stop. Oh my God! Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. This is I gotta get this. I gotta.
G
get this off my
says,
chest.
looks like my kind of place. He does
Dude,
look big.
you would have a freaking blast, man. You would enjoy every last bit of it. Let's see.
G says, my name's G and I'm funkin' hungry.
Okay, here we go. Watch. Let me try. I saw the pics here. Excuse me. Okay, there we go.
Also, G, my man, I'm sorry for the terrible impersonation. Please don't, disown me or something.
That's one of them, right? So. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing, dude. Good God, man. Let's see. There's one that's actually bigger than that, and if you eat it, the whole damn thing, you don't pay for it, which is, God, man. You pay for it, all right.
Just not monetarily.
Not monetarily, exactly. But this is your typical country, like Southern country cooking. And their food is amazing. Look at that cornbread, man. Oh, my God.
You go eat your
Oh,
cornbread.
get your cornbread. Look at this. The cobbler, the cherry cobbler, or no, that's blackberry. They got the peach cobbler. They got the fried catfish, the crawfish etouffee, man. Oh,
I like peach cobbler. I could eat a peach for hours.
Oh, man. Chicken fried steak. Chicken fried chicken. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, there it is. That's it right there. I don't know why they got little kid in there, but dang. That's it right there, dude. Holy crap. They made it a kid into the meat of the kid. They made it into a damn cake? Like what? Little homeboy, I think that's the last candle he ever celebrated after eating that thing.
You said they made it into a kid. My brain put it the other way. They made the kid into the burger. I was like, what?
Yeah, look, there it is. This is just crazy, man. Look at that. I've never seen anything like that. Gosh, there's no way, dude. There's no way. Could you imagine the heartburn versus the heart attack? Bruh. Man,
I imagine if it weren't for my pancreatitis, it would be a nice one-time experience to try.
Oh, I agree.
That's the size of the kid, right?
You really is. You're so right. Look at that. Golly, man.
That's crazy.
So, now I'm hungry.
Well, the little wall of champions. That's cool.
Yeah, and it's right there in Tomball. But their burgers are damn good, dude.
What's the salad for, right?
Right.
Why? If you're going to serve that, why have the pretense?
See, this is a before and after picture, right? Well, it's a before picture. This is the kid, wherever that is, before. He's dead now, so that's
wow. Again, it would be awesome to take a friend or two to just experience it one time.
Yes. Absolutely, but I would share that thing, dude. There's
what
no
comes
way in hell.
First, the heartburn or heart attack?
Hey, you know what? It's a crapshoot. You never know. Look at that. Look at the bacon pouring off like a waterfall. Where else will you see bacon? Pretty much take form of like a waterfall. Look at that. That is insane. Well, not really. Look at the size of this guy's hands. I mean, that's. Hey. You know what?
What's a good? Like we have large glasses here in America and restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially these big plastic ones, like a lot of buffets use. The burger was taller than the glasses. You noticed.
Look at that. I mean, it's just silly. Is that bologna? They got freaking bologna? Is that a bologna? They got bologna. What the hell you put on there? Oh my god.
Oh, well, a lot of these southern places fried bologna.
Yeah, I know.
That the bacon cascade is the most beautiful thing G's ever seen.
Oh, amen, dude. I mean, that's something else, right? That's something you won't see any day.
Can you imagine ordering that? Can I get that with a cascade of bacon?
Right. Good stuff, man. Shoot. Anyway, so that was a little treat for you guys. Kind of, yes, the stereotype is real for us Americans. So
I'm gonna be going to bed. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna eat my pillow. Freak! I had this dream. The burger was like the size of a
pillow.
Where's my pillow?
You're coughing down. Where'd that come from?
I just coughed a couple feathers.
Oh god. So yeah, man. Good stuff, guys. Loved hanging with y'all tonight. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was amazing. Going back to the community love we were talking about earlier, again, thank you guys for watching, always commenting, being part of our live chats when you can, or leaving us comments afterwards, or even, like I said, we get mentioned by you guys, we interact with you guys, just talking to you guys. Some of us, we chat with you guys offline as well as online. We just enjoy, basically the relationships and friendships that we've built here. You guys are our favorite part of what we do. And it's why we're still streaming 6 years later. And we love doing this. Those of you watching, if you want a list of channels that we recommend, check out our link tree down below.
It's all in there.
So many people we want to honor. And I'm sure that list will just grow over time because we meet so many amazing people in this community. If you guys are not yet, if you guys like tonight's video, make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below, especially if you're watching from the archives. Feel free to be part of any of tonight's ridiculous or our heartfelt conversations, or our emotional ones, or anxiety ones, or the really awkward ones, like when Freak started asking me about donuts, and I was like, dude, I'm a fat man, I can't talk about donuts on stream. And any of those conversations, feel free to leave us some comments. Feel free to laugh with us. Feel free to experience the gambit of
watch Freak die because he can't breathe.
And if you guys are not yet subscribed to any of our friends in the link tree, if you're not subscribed to us, then we would love you to be part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. So subscribe. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.
Stay frosty.